Alright, hello everybody! Welcome back to D&D in Voros with some boys. Or so I'm told.
Some boys, only some boys.
Well, I have Derrick and Sharese and Andrew with me today. It's our B team.
Hello, we're happy to be here. I'm so great, so
Yes.
gracious.
So, B team, last time you guys were traveling to Blingdenstone. You guys had a carriage at one point with a millipede. So you found, first of all, you found some slavers going from Menzo to Velkenvelv, and you guys came from Velkenvelv. Luke was able to convince one of these slavers' guards, a Drider, to come with them because Luke disguised himself as a female drow.
Yeah, baby.
And was like, hey, be my subordinate. And it was like, okay, ma'am. And then you found Magillus, the mushroom merchant, who told you lots of cool stuff about mushrooms for like an hour. And sold you specifically these two rare types called bigwigs and pygmywort that change your size when you eat them. Then you found a giant ravine with a gas leak. And Ilvara and some elite drow warriors ended up pursuing you the whole time and found you. They did like a side cut because they knew you were going towards that ravine, and they did like a whole little ambush and they found you. Ended up killing Ilvara, or so you know, falling into a ravine, taking her stuff, and then running the hell away. For the most part, your carriage got effed up in the wreckage because of a roper and his little stone spiky playground he was in. You lost the mount. You don't know where it went. It probably went off a different direction you weren't going, just because it was scared and it was going wherever it could go. Then you reached a point where there's a black pudding flood that it chased you, you ran, you eventually collapsed, the floor collapsed under you, and you fell down into a big temple of the god Gonador, the god of slimes and oozes. You met up with Globagool down there, a really cool slime cube, and then you got out of there after a little bit. You got a cool... One of you got a cool staff. Okay, Luke has the cool staff of Gonador.
The wet staff.
The rod of Gonador. Yeah, that's the slimy staff. A rod. And then you found a mine, lots of little railroads, and then you found a mimic that was acting as a minecart full of ore. And then you reached the Lustrum, and you were told to turn left there from Topsy and Turvy before you split up. You did so. And then a weird, spooky Invisible attacked you. And then you ran, and it said, come back, I'm sad.
And we said, how about no?
How about absolutely not?
And everyone was happy.
Cue the Scooby-Doo
So I
music.
wanted to point out, you said something before about how we have to slow down for Babagul. We actually don't. Because if he uses dash every turn, he can meet our speed, and he doesn't get tired.
That's true.
Was he with us?
They don't get tired.
Keep me with us?
Oh, he's been leave
he
you.
ate the mimic.
He did. Yeah, he ate it, but we dipped, did we not?
And he followed
He
us.
follows.
So he's right next to us. He's not catching up.
I'll say that if he does dash every round, which will be... he doesn't really get tired, I don't think.
No, he's immune to exhaustion. He's just
Yeah, so he's gonna be working hard to just scuttle along with you guys.
Yeah, if he dashes every time, he can meet our speed.
I guess he's not leaving a trail or anything because he's just cleaning up wherever he goes over because he's a big, like, Roomba.
No, he's leaving a trail of cleanliness.
Yes.
I imagine when
He's a pressure washer in cube form.
What do I imagine? When he dashes
That's
as a
a pressure
slime
washer.
cube, he doesn't slide. When he needs to dash, he rolls like a cube in Mario. Just...
Okay. Like a big D6 just turning over
big D6.
constantly. Okay. Let me get my dice out. So, you're in a few cave systems here. You just ran away from a weird spectral thing attacking you that you couldn't see.
Good riddance.
Julieta is kind of freaking out. She's with you still?
Yeah, we managed to keep this woman with us.
You notice, after this whole basically month of travel, she's got, like, facial hair growing.
Up in there.
She's a dwarf.
She's a dwarf. She's got, like, a little bit of scruff going on.
That's a world building choice.
Yep. I like that choice. Dwarves have the most testosterone.
Yep.
And then, Globagle's with you. He's like, I guess his response to the weird invisible creature would be something like, I cannot see the threat. So we ran. And at this point,
Wait,
you
does he
still...
have blind sense?
Let me see.
Don't let us use a blind sense. He can totally see
I
it.
think so. Let me just see. Well,
Blind
I
sight?
think he would prefer to use his newly found eyes. But
Oh, he does have eyes. That's right.
Yeah.
I think he does have blind sense.
I know.
View.
I'm just saying.
Blind sight.
Well, even if you could say if you could see in the dark with dark vision, it doesn't mean you always prefer it to be dark. You could always like a little light.
You switch your
Where are the
forms
oozes?
of...
I think it'd be funny actually if it's like we can't see it and he just like you hear it and he just absorbs whatever it is.
Yeah, he does have a blind sight.
I literally imagine
He can see it.
as we were sprinting, he just went like there's a humanoid bubble form that just like the fuck with like these long ass claws like as it just like it doesn't care. And just,
Well, yeah, he pretty much just ran away because you guys were running. He didn't want to stay and fight. I'll say that. I might want to keep his stat block handy because I don't want to keep having to look in the book and find the page. So I will get a note card.
2 parts later, he mentions that he could see it, and we're all just like, the fuck, Globagoo, why didn't you tell us?
Well, he was able to detect like a thing was there, I guess, but he wasn't able to like see what it looked like. Because that's not how. I don't think that's how blind sense actually works.
For the purposes of attacking and locations and stuff, you know who it was.
He knew there was an entity. Okay.
Just daredevil vision.
Yep. So, from what you were told after you turned left at the Lustrum, you were told that Blingdenstone was not very far away. So, and that was the last like source of a trail you were given. Julieta will speak up if no one else will say anything right now, and she'll say, "I'm hoping we're gonna get a warm bed and a hot meal when we get to Blingdenstone." It's been a while since we've had something like that.
That would be nice, would it not be?
Of course.
I haven't eaten anything but mushrooms down here. What is the food like?
And your Nutribars.
My Nutra tofu.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. If you want, when I make the food, I can flavor it.
We could say you've been doing that if they've requested it.
She wouldn't have
Nah.
thought of that.
Oh,
Bland. Mush.
Julieta wants spicy meat flavor.
Okay, I can do that. Next time we eat, sure.
Okay. You've been eating like chicken, like pho.
A faux chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
No, it's vegan chicken
It's
sandwiches.
the veganest chicken
Morningstar
sandwich.
chicken sandwiches. Got it. Impossible chicken.
Delicious.
It's like you'd refuse the chicken sandwich I offered you.
Yeah, just fuck you.
Okay. So as you get closer
You're
and
gonna save your life
closer,
one day, and you're gonna have to accept it then. Eat my sandwich.
God, eat my eggs.
Eat my eggs.
That's a fucking sorry.
you get closer and closer to your destination. At least you think you are, and you start to smell an interesting smell.
Smelly
smelly
smell.
Smelly. And it smells like bad eggs.
Oh, sulfur?
And it doesn't take you long to realize that this is a sulfuric smell.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we're getting close then.
Were you told anything about sulfur?
Yeah,
you
it's
said
like once you
we-
smell sulfur, we're there.
You're right. And there is a I guess there wouldn't be a sign here. But the cavern opens up into a large, huge room, and you hear pickaxes and mining going on. It sounds a little different than the other mine you saw before, which was the Lustrum. And you see giant pockets of this yellow rock in the walls of this whole cave. And you can see on like wooden scaffolding, there's small little dudes with pickaxes. Ting, ting, ting. And they have these giant rock creatures next to them helping them.
What do they look like?
They look...
Both of them.
They look... What both of them?
What do the small dudes look like? What do the giant dudes look like?
The small dudes, it's hard to see. It's dim light in here, but...
I have devil sight.
I know. But...
I'm sorry to keep bringing that up.
And the distance, but I'll say they look like short, squat, gray-skinned people with big noses.
Okay.
And most of them are bald.
Are they severe for nothing?
Are they bald, like, entirely, or do they have facial hair?
They don't have facial hair, I don't think.
Big bald.
Got big eyebrows.
But they have big eyebrows, and not all of them are bald, but some of them are. Probably like half of them.
And snarfy little bastards.
And then the big things next to them look like some kind of elemental creature.
Do they look like Gallop-a-Dur?
I'd say these ones do not. They look like... Well, you would know, I think.
Okay.
Because they look... I'll say, these are earth elementals.
Hey, my boys!
Just straight up earth elementals. Okay.
And it seems like they can swim through stone, correct?
I believe so.
So it would look...
Earth glide.
It seems like they're going into the walls and then coming out and reporting what they saw to them.
Okay.
Like,
Working with earth elementals? Huh.
And then it smells really gross in here. It smells really sulfuric and like rotting eggs and farts.
Ew.
The smell of home.
And you can see there's a few of these Smurf Neblin type guys on little tables and they're resting and eating down there. And one of them notices you, and he gets up and goes and walks over to what looks like a more in charge person.
Okay. The foreman.
Yeah, a foreman, we'll say.
Lav's got hoods and is as tucked in her robes as possible.
Sure. Let me get to the part of the book where I need to look at. Is the mine? Is that mine? You're not in that mine. Here it is. Alright, so you also see there's a few people with spears here that are guarding and looking around and looking right at you guys, this whole group. And they're mostly looking at Glabagul and wondering what the hell that's thing he's doing here. A deep gnome runs up to you guys, and it's the one that another one was talking to. He looks like he has like a few papers.
Yep.
And he has like some sort of charcoal writing utensil.
Yep.
It looks like the papers are made of a mushroom that he dried out, like a big sheet of it, and he's writing on it. And he comes up. He doesn't have any facial hair, but he has like 3 strands of hair on the top that just flow down.
Okay.
Like Eddie from Ed and Eddie.
Okay.
And he comes up and he says, "Whoa! Who
Yes.
are you? Who are you?"
What language is he speaking?
He's speaking Undercommon because he's assuming that you guys don't speak Gnomish.
Yes. Hello. How do you do?
He's like, one human, one other human, one thing,
He's friendly.
one dwarf. And he looks at the big cube of slime.
He's friendly. Don't worry.
One gelatinous cube. What's your business?
Traveling to Blingdenstone. We've been traveling for the past month, trying to reach a more hospitable area. We heard about it and wanted to check it out.
Where do you come from?
I point upwards. That way.
Right. Where?
The drow are such hospitable creatures, aren't they?
Yeah, we know about that. He says, you can pass through the mines, but I'm not sure they're gonna let you into Blingdenstone.
Why not? What's going on there? Why can't we come in? We can put the slime outside. I mean...
He points to the slime. There's problems in Blingdenstone with these kind. I don't think you'd be able to find any hospitality with that thing around you.
I'm gonna look to Glabagul and say, hey, do you mind staying outside the city when we get there.
If that is what you wish, I will do it.
Awesome. He says it's fine. He says that's fine.
And how'd you tame this thing, anyways?
We fell into a magical temple filled with slimes about a god named Ganador, and he became our friend.
Ganador?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a persuasion.
Persuasion check.
You're telling the truth.
Yeah, it's not deception entirely. Or anything like that.
No, I'm telling it like it is.
I'm gonna get some mining ambience.
I imagine Petra is near a wall,
That's a 17.
Okay.
trying to like cross-reference this stone to types in her book.
Where do you keep your book on you? Is it just like on a hip thing?
Probably.
Is it just out?
Usually, yeah, or it's clutched to my chest.
Okay. Hold on. Let me 1 sec. Interesting. Okay.
And I'll tell him, I'll basically tell him it's like, this place is a place where slimes are friendly.
The temple is a place where slimes are friendly?
Yeah, no slimes attacked us.
Right. He says,
Nice.
huh?
Is that Raid Shadow Legends?
It's mining.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought it was an ad.
He said, no, it's on my iPod. That's why I use an iPod. He says, interesting story. Maybe,
Roll to 17.
I know, he says, maybe, tell that one to the gods and see what they think. Or you could just leave it out here and not have to really tell them anything. I'll keep that a secret from them if you want.
Can you ensure safety for our Gelatinous Cube?
No, I
That's
cannot.
what I thought.
And you see, he looks over at Petra, and where you have your book, you're like looking
Yep,
at
I'm
it.
like looking through it.
He says, where did you get that book? Over there.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I've seen one like it before.
If only I had to take thoughts!
Yeah. He said, I think a book just like that was owned by one of ours, one of our geek gnomes.
That's very interesting. I close it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where I got it, really. I just figured out how to make it one day, but it's filled with stuff I didn't put in it.
Well, used to be owned by a really old Steph Neblin who lived here, but he's not here anymore. He got taken away by the macabre ones.
Who might those be? That sounds friendly.
They're ones that kind of sneak around. You can't really see them very well. They slash at you. You seen any of that?
They have big claws.
Yeah,
Oh, there's more than one of them?
they're all over the Underdark.
There's one the way
Oh.
we came. Oh, no, never mind. No, this conversation wouldn't have happened. He's speaking in Undercommon, right? No, I can't fucking understand him.
Okay, well he's like, where'd
Yeah, no.
you get the book, huh? And
I
you're
can
like,
translate if you want.
You can translate if you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She
But
found it from this place.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah,
But actually,
the macabre ones.
I'm not going to tell him that it's filled with stuff she didn't put in it.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell him that.
All right. He'll say,
I'll say, Jimmy, the book.
right. He'll say,
And basically, we'll point out, it's like, yeah, I point out a section of her robe where she got slashed. Like, yeah,
Please don't point out a sec.
we found one.
She's immediately gonna just like back the fuck away from you.
Yeah, we found one. There's more than one of them? That sucks.
yeah, you need mirrors to see him.
Do you have a mirror? Can we get mirrors in Blingdenstone?
We got mirrors, yeah. Or it could be a child, but I don't...
Excuse me?
Yeah, only children and people with mirrors can see him.
You got a boy.
Or candles.
Or candles.
Special candles.
Or special candles that we don't make here.
Oh.
You're mentioning what it was earlier, and I was like,
He told me when I was at home, and I was like,
No, as soon as I saw the description for this thing, it's like, Oh,
100%
that
correct.
makes sense.
So
Yeah.
here's the question: if we show it a mirror, does it become visible entirely, or we have to
No,
look at the
but
mirror
you
to see
you
it?
look at the mirror and it's behind you. You can see it.
Okay.
They look like creepy, tall mungos like you, but with big claws.
What's a mungo?
Not short person,
Gone over this.
not height, taller. They're a mungo. They sound
Okay.
like a bozo and a jabroni right now. No words. Don't worry about it.
It's like Mungo.
Two sounding my own words.
And I just point to a fucking earth elemental. A Mungo.
Yeah, it could be a mungo.
I mean, to be fair, earth elementals are a bit smarter than that, but
Okay.
It says one more thing. You gonna say anything?
I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna try to get past the guards with my gelatinous cube.
Right.
I'm gonna try it.
He says, well, good luck. I don't know if they're
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
cast
kindly to that.
When we see the guards, I'll cast enhance ability.
He'll say, sorry about the smell. This is a self of mines. You kind of have to get through here to get to Blingdenstone.
Yes.
You ever wondered what sulfur is used for, huh?
Does Luke know what sulfur is used for?
No.
What check would that be?
It would probably be a history.
History and proficient history. Let's see. Ooh, that's good. Got a 18.
Sulfur is usually used in like cosmetics.
Okay.
Like a small trace amount of it could be used in like makeup if you needed to, and other weird like scientific concoctions as well.
basically
Is it poisonous?
the average plebeian might know it's used in alchemy.
Yeah, and also alchemy and magic and stuff,
Okay.
and it probably like a component to some kind of potion or magic item or something. And he'll say, actually he won't. I guess he won't divulge that because he doesn't really know you that well. He's gonna say, good luck to yous.
We appreciate it and we need it. Thank you.
If you need anything else, I'm Paragrog. That's my name.
Thank you, Paragrog.
Paragrog, straight to dust.
Thank you, Mr. Paragrog.
Yes. Now, be on your way. Don't stand here too long. The Earth Elementals get a little antsy around new people.
Okay, as we walk past,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say hello to the Earth Elementals in Terran.
They look over at you,
Like, hello, how you doing? Huh?
and they don't even.
Hi, hi.
They're just like,
Hello.
okay, and
Hey.
they go back to work.
Hi.
They're like diving into the rock, like swan diving into the
Freaking
rock.
cannonball.
Like every so often,
like,
I just
sideways rock.
like, hello, how you doing? In Terran. Like, hello. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also see something kind of interesting. You see a few dog-like creatures, but they're not dogs. They look like they have bat heads. What the fuck? They look kind of like that,
Okay.
and they're running around and playing with each other like puppies of those.
Nature check.
Yep, that's what that is. They're like,
Oh, I'm rolling so well.
it looks
Okay.
like people in the mines like own them as pets or something.
That is a 23.
That's a cavacan. You've heard of these.
What do they do?
They are basically weird, natural, like beasts that are just in the Underdark, and they're basically a hybrid of like a bird or a bat, or sorry, a bat and a dog.
Can I do an animal handling to play with one?
Sure. You
I'm trying to get his attention. Be like, hey, come here. Hey,
Yeah, yeah. They're covered in like this yellow
Ah,
dust, like
that's
sulfur
a,
dust.
That's a 10.
Okay, 10.
That's a 10.
You get close to them, and it's like they all growl and bark at you. But when they bark, it sounds like high-pitched dog whining. But
Okay.
it doesn't sound like an actual bark like from an actual dog.
Huh.
It sounds like a bat dog, like
Chihuahua yips.
kinda, yeah.
I have to try.
Or like when dogs would beg for something, it's like that.
One of
noise.
these days, I'm
I
gonna
can't do
make
it, but-
animal handling the linchpin of like an encounter.
All right, and do you move along, or you just stay in this scaffolding area or the mines at all? It doesn't look like
I
this.
said hello. I said hello. I said the thing.
Yeah, it looks like the mines are more. They're not deep or anything. They're just this one big room. It looks like
Okay.
they might have just started figuring out how to mine and do stuff with sulfur.
So they're currently just. I don't know what sulfur is raw. Is it a rock?
It's a literal like yellow rock. If you look up what sulfur looks like.
Go and do it.
That's why it's called Yellowstone National Park.
Okay. Is there any lying around that I can just pick up?
Yeah, there's like some in like
steal
baskets and buckets and stuff.
I'm gonna steal some.
Make a stealth check
Stealth? Okay.
to be not noticed when doing this.
Yeah, okay. 19. I'm sorry. 18.
Ooh. With all eyes on you, you can before you even do it, you can sense that earth elementals are staring right at you. So you're gonna try to do it?
I'll pick one up.
Okay, you pick one up.
I'm gonna study it.
More eyes are watching
and
you.
write and pull out my diary and make it write in my
I'll
diary.
happily walk
I-
farther
I-
away from this man.
Okay, so you're gonna go around
this-
loop.
I'm just gonna. Yep. No.
I'm a curious guy. I'm investigating the area.
Yeah, another gnome might be like, "What are you doing over there?"
I'm logging this. I'm cataloging this encounter in my diary.
Put it down.
I set it down slowly.
You can look at it and write. You don't have to pick it up.
Pick it up again and smell it, and put it back down.
It smells like the room. It doesn't. You can't tell the difference
You can't
between the room and the rock. You smell.
Very well.
Um,
Scribble.
Yeah. And you hear the guy who just yelled at you go, "Mungos, come on." You hear him whisper, "Oh, Mungos, what are you gonna do?" So
How tall are these guys?
they're like
3 feet.
3.5 feet, maybe.
Granted, these guys are the same race as Sweet Chestnut.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like 3 to 3.5 feet. They're like half of a person. They're like up to your hip. Yeah.
Huh. Petra isn't very tall.
Okay, well maybe they're like to your rib then.
I will continue onwards.
Okay. Is everyone else doing the same?
Yes.
No.
When Globagul slimes his way through, all the weird like powdery dust that coats a lot of things in this room, it's like his trail leaves a nice clean through it.
Does the sulfur stay within him?
It looks like it would dissolve over some time.
Okay.
I believe. Oh wait, no. Actually, I don't know if they can dissolve stone.
Yeah.
Sulfur is a stone.
Because we might be able to use that
Actually,
later.
let me
Possibly.
see.
To be fair, sulfur is made to use like sulfuric acid, of course.
Right.
Does it just make him more powerful?
More acidic!
It seems like he doesn't like it when he rolls over it. He goes. This is uncomfortable. I don't like this.
Does he
Where
just
they can feel
extract it
anything.
out of his own body?
Well, it's like a snail over salt. It's
Okay.
just
Yeah,
does it
exactly.
bubble unpleasantly?
Yeah, it's kind of like sizzling on his skin a little bit.
Oh.
He's like, I do not like this. Can I go away? I
Yes.
can't reach the end of the cave. This is too painful.
Yes, you can go away.
And he backs up. He goes one way and he doesn't turn around. He just starts backing
just-
up. The eyes turn inside of him and he backs out. And that's now his front.
Okay.
And he stays outside. I will remain here.
Glabagul is in the mine. I tell them don't eat anybody,
Will do.
except unless they're non-friendly.
If someone doesn't,
I will defend myself.
If someone doesn't look friendly, try talking to them.
Yes.
You sound like Catherine Falcon.
Yeah. Yes.
Globagul punch.
Show me your slime. Okay.
Show
me a
me,
jiggle!
show me your eyes.
Yeah. So you guys leave this big room, which was called the Gold Shell Mines.
Okay, I don't need to cast an ability then.
You got. Oh, it's my watch right there. So you get to outer Blingdenstone at this point. You hear the mines, the pickaxes and stuff fade away, and I'll say you're back in Underdark land at this point, but you're not through the gate, so it's not Blingdenstone ambience. You hear bats flying around.
Hello, bats.
Lots of them, like a swarm or two. And then you hear bells jingle, like sleigh bells,
Oh, that's strange.
mixed with the bats. And if you take a look up and you see a couple of them, some of them have red little twines attached to around their feet and have bells on the end of them.
Can I two animal handling to attract one.
Is it like a, almost like a buzz, like a constant jingle?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a constant sleigh bells when the bats are moving because they're attached to the bat. You then see like blue and yellow and different colored cords that are all different pigments and lengths that have different bells on them. Brass bells, steel bells.
Is this just like a bell tied to a bat and the bat's flying around, or the bats like tied to each other?
They're singular bats.
Okay.
Also, do they look
Not all of them have them, but some of them do.
Okay.
Do they look to be moving in any formation?
It looks like that they're just in a swarm or a pack right now.
Okay.
You can. I don't know if anyone would know this, so I'm gonna say I'll say Julieta might know this. She'll speak up and say, "I've heard things that the Sverf Neblin they do. I think they tie these things around the bat's feet and they act as like a messenger type bird or avian."
So it looks like the bats are going places.
It looks like they're not doing that right now.
Okay.
It looks like
They're just
they're just doing the
going.
bat thing right now.
Okay.
You don't know exactly why.
Random bat NATO.
But it looks like some of them are in groups that have that, but other ones are actually looks like they might be going places. It's like a mix of a few different things. But it's all this bat stuff.
I want to attract one.
Animal handling,
Yeah.
please. Basically, the idea.
What is that?
That's 20.
Hey.
It wasn't in the thing, but whatever.
I think it was flat.
So you go like scree, and one like lands on top of your head.
Ain't he cute?
He's just like,
Hey, look at him go.
is it a cute bat?
it's okay.
They don't need to be
It's
cute.
kind of scary, but kind of cute. At the same
I'm gonna tickle my finger.
time. He poops on your head.
They don't really need
With
to
a natural 20?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna laugh at you.
They don't really need to be cute as long as they're functional. Isn't
See?
that right? And I look at my bat familiar
Yeah.
on my shoulder.
So you got like a big runny like bat poop on your head flowing down your
guano.
face.
Ew.
Yep.
That's-
You want to clean it up?
Or put it in your pocket.
I'll just put it in
Stick
my
your
shoe.
head in clavicle. Clean it up for me.
Ah!
Well, actually, none of us know Fireball. It's fine.
I'm about to say none of us know prestidigitation either.
Yeah.
I know prestidigitation.
Oh.
Fuck
Oh.
you!
You want to?
Wait, well, I know that.
Pedro
Wait, do I
said
know that?
fuck you!
Probably not.
Dang it. Like,
Does Luke know magic?
he doesn't know about prestidigitation.
Okay. And Julieta has a hearty chocolate poop on your head.
Oh, does this one have a bell on
No.
it? No.
Because you are not its owner.
I'll send him away.
It's basically like a messenger falcon type of thing.
Yeah.
Or
I'll look
hunter
at
falcon.
it and I'll study it for a bit and I'll send it away.
Okay. It when its claws dug into you, it kind of hurt a little bit, but not
Ouch.
enough to give you damage. Kind of like a owl
Like a
or a
cat.
falcon.
Like
It
a
seems
kid.
I was
Yeah.
the fool this day.
Looks like it. Something or the other. As you keep going, these bats stay at the cave, and the cave's roof slopes more upward, so it gets taller and taller as you keep going. And this is still like a very wide corridor. It's still about the same width as the mine. It's just more of a really, really wide tunnel. And you start to see small little stumps of mushrooms without the caps. Look like they've been chopped off. And as you get closer and closer, you see more that get taller and taller and taller. These are zirkwood. They're really tall. They eventually get to like 30 to 40 feet tall in this big cavern. And there's like dim light being caused by all these like different fungus all around here. It looks like this is like a grove or orchard or something of different fungus outside of Blingdenstone. And you can see there's like tilled farmlands that are specifically like rowed out in very neat fashion. With some, you can see some sort of Nevlin with hoes, and they're just like they're tilling the land, and then they have little mushrooms, and they're planting them and covering up with soil and the stalk and stuff. And they're being very delicate. And they all look at you, and they're all kind of shifty-eyed at all of you, and
I heartily wave.
they still have like a aura of what the hell is going on. Who are these guys?
And Undercover's like, hello, how you doing? Just simple travelers.
One of them scratches his head. He's, hello. And he goes back. So now you're in a more busy area as you get a little farther along. It's just covered in these giant, tall mushroom stalks that are like 40 feet high. You see little insects crawling on top of the stalk, little spiders and other things. Natural flora and fauna, more or less, of the Underdark. You see people with big wagon, like wheelbarrow wagon things full of like either ore or mushrooms or any sorts of things like clothing and candles and random stuff. They're all just carting around to their own little places. You see little houses made out of the walls, like little dome-shaped entrance caves to go into like these little houses, stuff like that. It looks pretty kind of like exactly what you'd think of like a traditional like mushroom gnomey garden, but underground. Kind of cute, but kind of dirty at the same time. Every single person gives you a weird glance that you pass by. You then see up ahead some stalls and a small like outside marketplace. You then see a man trying to pay, like has a sack full of looks like coins or something and is giving it to someone, and as soon as that happens another Svirfneblin comes and steals it and runs away.
Can I catch that person?
Ooh,
they're like 40 feet away.
I can catch that person.
As soon as you see them start to run away, they start to change. Their form starts to manifest into a different shape. And you see that he gets smaller and smaller until he becomes a mouse.
Damn it, I don't have a whole person yet.
And he zips by. I think rats have a really, really good speed.
Yeah, I catch
You can still catch him.
You probably
catch
could.
this motherfucker.
You probably could. Let me check a rat.
So is he just holding like this pouch in his mouth?
Yeah,
as
let's say, does he have higher than 110 movement speed?
Let me see. I don't think so, but
Careful.
I'll say, and you guys can make a history check to figure out what the hell this is if you don't already know. As your character, you probably know what it is, but as your characters.
Natural 20 again.
Okay.
That's a 3.
What the hell is this?
This looks like a were-rat.
Oh, that's a were-rat.
As you chase after this rat-like creature, Lav, all the Svirfneblin say, "Stop! Stop! Stop! Stop!" And do you stop?
She doesn't understand.
I know, but they're all basically saying it.
Is it like a shout?
Yeah, they're all like,
I
"Ah!"
will say to. Oh, they're saying to stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
It's on your paws.
Yeah.
Dust cloud.
You think the Akira pose on your own paws?
The Svirfneblin say, "You mongos better watch out. You don't want to be bitten by one of those." Says to you, and then you can translate.
Oh, I understand.
He's like, "Let it go." The guy who was paying for it, he said, "It's okay. Let it go. You don't want to have a bite by one of those. You can turn into one of those."
I looked at both of you and I say, well, my companions, that right there is what you would call a were-rat.
What is a were-rat?
It is a person that turns into, there's a person of some kind that turns into a rat.
Oh.
It is considered a lycanthrope of some kind. Apparently, if you get bit by one, you turn into one.
Oh, one of your family members. No, Petra's not that sassy. She wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Fuck.
Svirfneblin not in the book.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, will I still hire her after this? Yes, I will.
You get no Petra. She's not.
I shouldn't say that. Okay.
Let me look for gnome in the book, just for
Yet.
my sake.
I must admit that would be very interesting to look at in regards to you.
There's gnome.
To be fair, Rat King. We already have Shark King. We just need Rat King.
Rat King.
The lab is just scowling the.
I'm not
Yeah.
even. I'm not
hard
even
under
like
this
trying. I'm not. He's not saying it in like.
You are accidentally offending her.
Condescending ways. Like I think that'd be weird.
No,
I'd be curious.
like you get that lycanthrope regen. You have the charisma. You could become the Rat King.
It's like more and more. She's like, man, Master Olin was fucking right. These people don't know what to do with me.
The guy that was paying, he said it was all right. That wasn't a lot. Don't worry about it.
So here's the question of the day, Mr. Shopkeeper. Is that a common problem here?
Of course.
Why? What are they doing? What are they doing? What do they need money for?
Oh,
Do they have
that wasn't money.
Huh?
There wasn't money in there. Just say.
Oh, what was that?
We organized a trade for something. It's like we organized a trade for something.
Was it like food or something like
The
that?
shopkeeper's got a gripper voice. No, it was spell gems.
Yeah. Excuse me?
Spell gems.
What is that?
There were 20 of them in that bag. I was gonna give him my
What is a spell gem?
spell gem. Let me describe it for you. It's in the
Can I have one?
He
I have
says.
any left over.
So you say, what's a spell gem? He's like, mongos. And he says, spell gem, spell gem. Spell gem. He'll basically just say it can contain one spell from any class's spell list. Inside of it
Ooh.
is the DM's description of it. And you can become aware of the spell when you learn the gem's properties with a Arcana check or whatever, or attunement. Attunement is optional. If you don't attune, you don't know what spell's in it.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. With all of these conversations going on, I think Petra's gonna find a spot that's a little bit out of the way and sit down and start ritual casting a spell.
Okay.
All right, now I'm very.
I'm gonna sit
now
down
I'm
next
oh,
to
that sounds very.
Patrick's
Do you have any
questions
more?
I want to ask her.
Okay.
Well, the guy, a citizen was handing it to the shopkeeper, and you're speaking to the shopkeeper.
Oh, are there any more I could find here in Blingdenstone?
Yeah, what's the word? In the,
What
Where
was
is
your
it?
ritual, guys? 10 minutes?
Yep, 10 minutes.
Where is it? In the Stonehot Enclave makes them.
Where's that?
In the Stonehot Quarry.
Where's that?
It's in Blingdenstone.
Where is that? I'm just kidding.
You're like right at the gates, basically. Just go down here. But I don't think they'll let you in.
Why not?
Use Mungos.
Louise Mungos. Louise Mungos.
Mm-hmm. He says the guy.
Does Miss Elena count as a Mungo?
Well, she's bigger than us, so yeah.
Ah.
She's not a Swiftneblin, so it'd be kind of hard to get in.
I'm not that much bigger than you. Petra's like 4 foot something.
If you're not a Swiftneblin or
Oh my
their
gosh,
height.
Lav is
Yeah.
taller than Petra. Okay.
What were you casting?
Comprehend languages.
How long is it gonna take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
Because I'm ritual
Are
casting.
you gonna let Petra stay here for 10 minutes? Or are you
Sure.
Gonna... Okay. While you learn about these spell gems and other things, the shopkeeper guy, the purchaser of, or the guy who's handing the spell gems over says, yeah, I was gonna. He said he was gonna. He has got to leave town, so I gotta. I was gonna pay him for that, and he'll give me his property in Blingdenstone. They're worth a
Why
lot.
would one go down here?
He said he wanted to get to Gracklestug.
Well, that's the dwarf place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna go to Gracklestug because
Okay,
he
I
can't.
know.
His business can't survive out here, so he's gonna try.
Then I'm gonna ask that the guy who was going to give away the spell gems. Where is that? Can you direct us to that?
Gracklestug?
Yes.
Give
us directions.
You're gonna tell the shopkeeper. He'll be like, well, I planned my route, and he says, well, I'm gonna hit the Dark Lake. I'm gonna hit the Dark Lake, and then get a boat and go on the Dark Lake for about 20 days.
Okay.
I have enough rations at home to survive me.
Nice.
It's Dark Lake is, I believe, southwest of here. Or the Dark Lake is south of here, and then Gracklestone is southwest. So I gotta go west up to hit the lake. I think that's true. My map. Yeah, Gracklestone is southwest. So he's gonna go south till it hits the lake, and he's gonna go west southwest to get to Gracklestone. He says the lake can be pretty dangerous, but what's the fun in a safe travel?
Safety
I think I can strike
and
it
security.
out in Gracklestone. All I know is I gotta stay in the Dark Lake district.
How does one get a hold of a boat down here? Is there a boatman on the lake?
We can make him.
Do you have to transport a boat all the way there, or are there already materials there to build a boat?
I'll see what I can find.
I applaud your confidence and your luck.
Thanks. We don't live near the Dark Lake, so having to travel a boat with me would be too hard to do. So I'm gonna see if I can find any Zerk wood and kind of make my own.
Very well. Thank you for the directions.
Yeah, just go down there and there's the gate. don't say anything that piss them off. The gods.
Oh, I'm always very cordial.
Yulieta says.
No one's ever mad at me.
Yulieta says. We will see about that, Luke. You give a wry smile.
I just give a bit.
Okay. I'll put a tab on the spell gems.
I look at you. No one's ever mad at me.
Imagine
Then I look back.
Ear just angrily twitches under her.
I meant we, like, just Luke trying to be charming, and it's like we
It's
get
not working.
the expression that everyone has in Soul Eater when someone mentions Excalibur.
Yep.
I don't like you, but if I'm not with you, I'll fucking die down here.
You also see like spots of orange around here, and they're big forges where people are shoveling like coal into like these big like ovens basically, and they're like hammering out like tools and stuff, like mining tools.
I would actually, I would ask you, if you as you're sat next to me. Actually, do you understand what anyone's saying?
No.
Okay. So instead, I'll take 20 minutes and ritual cast comprehend language on both of us.
Okay.
Holy
I'll
fuck.
say that can happen in 20 minutes go by and that happens.
I would also like to ask Petra if she can give me a list of things to and not to do down here, because I don't know anything.
I have no idea any form of etiquette as such either.
I don't know anything either.
Okay.
I came.
We'll have to figure it out as we go. The rule of thumb is be polite.
I came down here looking for moss from the surface. I have my moss. I just need to get back up.
In most places, the rule of thumb is be polite. Follow my lead.
So, note about comprehend languages. We can understand what's being said. We can't necessarily speak it back.
We have a translator. Okay.
Okay. I'll say before you guys head out, the same guy who was paying in spell gems was gonna say things are really crowded in Blingdenstone right now. So
Not too much for 3 mungos.
I barely know if you'll fit through the doorway of any homes.
Okay.
And you say
How tall are the doorways?
like 5 feet.
I'm 5 feet.
Okay. He'll say
I do have the ability to duck.
you got a strong back on you, huh?
Enough.
He'll say, well, if you really want to get in, I think I could help you out.
Really?
Mention that you're running from the drow. Even
Oh,
if you want. I don't know if you want.
We are running from the drow. That helps us immensely.
Yeah, mention that.
Wait, I understand stuff now?
You understand?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask.
It's on now.
Okay.
Sweet.
I would probably ask then. Why is space a problem?
So you're gonna just ask
Yeah.
through him?
Yeah. I'd ask.
Lav has been assuming that the drow and all of these races work together.
Okay.
So she's afraid of
Okay,
talking to
that's fine.
anyone.
Who isn't running from the drow?
Okay, so the
he
drow are a
points-
common enemy. She's
points-
learning
Yeah,
this.
no, he'll translate. He's like, no, everybody down here hates the drow.
Oh.
Everybody hates them.
Oh.
He said, Blingdenstone was besieged by them 10 years ago, so we got some
She's going
bad
to
blood.
ease up way more.
Good. Is that we've got bad blood with the drow. Well, we don't really let them in, and we've been kind of distrustful of any Mongos in general because of that.
Are you asking why space is a
Why is
problem?
space a problem?
Because if we keep digging, we're gonna hit other communities inside Blingdenstone that don't like us with Neblin. Like the Gold Whiskers, the guys you saw before with the were-rats.
What's a gold whisker?
That's the name of. I'm assuming that's the name of the were-rat colony.
Oh.
Also, we gotta keep our Earth Elementals safe because of Ogremock's Bane.
What
Okay.
is that?
It's a big dust cloud, tornado type thing that will take control of any elementals that touch it.
Can they speak to the elementals?
Yes. Are you able to speak Terran?
The Stoneheart Enclave can, and they're the ones who summon them.
They have some individuals who can speak to them. Not all of them can, but a few.
Where are these where is the Stoneheart Enclave?
Inside Blingdenstone, you can find the Stoneheart Quarry, And they're a bunch of priests to our gods, and they know earth magics.
I'm going to ask him about his gods.
Well, the ones that matter for this adventure...
So it's the Stoneheart what?
Quarry.
Stoneheart Quarry.
The ones that matter for this thing is... There's two of them that are big. So... Segojan Earthcaller. Segojan. Segojan.
Or the Earth Caller. It calls the Earth.
Yes. He's the survivable god of deep earth and nature. There's one more that's a big deal. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I hope so. Let's see. Last one is Callardaharn Smooth Hands. Callarduran. Callarduran. Smooth Hands.
Such smooth hands.
Yep. He is the... What is he? Let me actually Google it. It's hard to... I have to go through like 5 different paragraphs to find it, so I'm not going to do that. Callarduran Smooth Hands. Callarduran Smooth Hands.
Here it is. Right there. It's right
He
there.
is... This is perfect for Petra to be here, by the way.
No, she
Yeah.
is in very high interest.
He is a neutral gnome deity. He is the deity of mining and stone carving.
Of course it is.
Your sandwich is over there. You don't gotta eat it now, because you're DMing, so wait a minute.
Yeah. Yep. Those are the two main ones that they worship in Blingdenstone specifically. Okay. So, good luck, I guess.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. There was one Mungo that they let in recently, though. So maybe you have more luck.
Perhaps.
It was a wood elf, I think. High elf or wood elf, I can't remember.
It's gonna be like, thank you, and we move forward.
I'm gonna look back at the shopkeeper. So what is he actually still selling?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
He's like his stall was still there. He's disassembling
He's
it.
packing
Okay,
up.
okay.
And it is-
Let's be on our way.
Oh, he was like selling the spot where his stall was?
That and also like his house,
Okay, okay.
basically.
Once we get close to the guards, enhance my charisma
Yeah.
ability.
Okay. So I'll
Enhance
mention what
ability.
the gate looks like. There's a description. Let's see.
My go-to spell for this character.
This whole time, Lab was convinced these people were going to sell her back to the drow.
I guess with a
Damn.
sigh, as I see you casting the spell, I cast guidance on you.
All right. Let's see. Okay.
No, I explained to her. I was like, no, everybody down here hates the drow. Even the drow.
So that you would know, one of the things I'm capable of, there's a spell that I've learned, a ritual, very useful. I've cast it on both of us. We are capable of, we can understand languages, any language.
Fantastic. I'm aware of this
How
spell.
long does this last?
In about an hour, yes, about an hour, but, so as you know, we can't speak the language, we just understand what's being
Yes.
said.
Okay.
An hour.
All right. So you get to the entrance of Blingdenstone, and is there a good picture of this? I don't think there is. Okay. Heavy stone doors reinforced with steel or adamantine, I guess it's both, are found throughout the deep gnome settlements, unless... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, here it is. Okay, the main gate of Blingdenstone is a door made of steel and mithril, inlaid with this magical aura around it, and plated with adamantine.
Goodness gracious.
There's a terrace on top of the gate with stairs that you can climb up from on the inside. It has a slight upward slope, and it's like it's at an angle where if someone were, it says, well, it's weird hard to explain. I'll read it as it says. The terrace between the top of the stairs and the gate has a slight upward slope. I'm trying to visualize that.
Okay.
It said the slope imposes disadvantage on checks to made to ram the gate, I guess, somehow.
Okay.
Okay. So like you have a gate,
Yeah.
right? And here's the foot of the gate, and there's a slope going up, so it's harder to push a heavy object up.
Okay.
I think that's how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 deep gnomes guard the gate. Let's see. One of them has a spell gem in his hand. You can see. So yeah, you arrive up to the gate, and you hear a deep gnome in Undercommon say, the one with the spell gem will say, "Halt," and he will activate his spell gem and look around at all of you.
Yes.
And say, "Just you 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay."
Say yes in common.
Let's say,
So you say yes in common, I say yes in undercommon.
say, "What's your business? Why are you here in Blingdenstone?"
Well,
you see
about a month ago.
guy with a cart behind you.
About a month ago, we were blessed to have the good fortune of experiencing the hospitality of the Drow.
You see Drow and their eyes all like, they'll look at each other, huh?
But as time went on, we decided it was beneficial for us to part ways. This is the nearest hospitable area we knew about, and so now we're here.
They're gonna take it literally, what you said, and be like,
Petra has an extremely skeptical
yeah.
because now that I can understand what
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying,
just like what the freaking look at him like.
they're gonna take it literally and be like, "So you're friends with the Drow, huh?"
No, we hate the Drow. In
they can't
common.
understand.
In common, she's just freaking like.
Luke gives a sigh. No, they enslaved us. I was being facetious.
Let's see.
She's getting the effect of understanding.
So they're not.
Just like,
These guards aren't particularly threatening, but they are on guard.
I was being
Guarded?
Facetious. I was being
Yes.
facetious.
Let's see. They'll say, they'll whisper to each other. You can't really hear them very
Perception
well.
check? I don't know. Perception check? I don't know.
They're a little far away. I'm gonna say not
Okay.
really.
Oh, how far away are we from the guards?
I'll say from the gate where the guards on the top of like the little gantry on top. You got like 75 feet away. They kind of
Okay.
stopped you quite far away.
Wait. So the gate has
We're yelling at him.
a roof. So
It's more like a balcony.
okay.
That they can kind of look over
so
the gate.
like the gate and then the balcony.
Yeah.
They were like way back.
I just think like a castle wall kind of thing. It's like what the.
Hey, your mother was a hamster.
Not exactly.
Like freaking, there's
Yeah.
stuff there.
It's all made of like stone reinforced
We've
with
already got
mithril
one.
adamantine.
Okay.
What do you mean you've already got one?
Yeah.
Told me we've already got one.
You can see that there are there are 2 big ballistas on each side too, on these big towers that are the sides of the gate.
Oh no.
There's no one's manning them right now.
You could probably like fuck that.
So he said they whisper each other. They say
I probably.
say, "Where exactly did you come from then?"
Shoot. What's
Literally
the prison called again?
Velkenvel.
It's Velkenvelv.
They'll say, "We know that name. Was it hell, living hell?"
For the week I was there, yes. I'll speak more plainly. It sucked.
A bit of proof, maybe. Show them the whip.
I have the weapon, but
The
you
scourge.
Yeah, you
I thought
got the whip.
Oh,
No,
Give it to
you're
me.
holding
Yeah, no,
it.
I'm
you're
holding
holding
it.
it.
No,
You're
I like-
holding it for me because it's got
Oh, that's
poison
right.
applied to it for was it?
So yeah,
3 hits?
that's right. That's what it was. I pull out Ivalda.
Or is it 1?
Ilvara.
Ilvara's scourge. Is like, yes, we killed the jailer and took this from her.
Do a persuasion check because they could take that as that was a gift or something. And you're lying.
26.
Okay.
Just the drow giving something to a non-drow. Yeah, they don't know, but like.
Well, they were they're gonna say we've had ill relations with the Drow for some time now. They kind of sacked our city, so we're being extra careful about Mungos.
I've had ill relations with the Drow for as long as I've known them.
That's
All
about
5 weeks.
That's about normal. He'll say we'll allow you in, and it seems like you've been traveling for a month. Yeah, you said.
Yes.
Well, we can get you some food and some beds if we can.
That would be
spare.
absolutely wonderful.
All right, and he'll send some guards. All but 2 of the guards, so 6 of them, will come down with their spears, and they're covered in looks like ring mail, and they with like cool like gnomy symbols on it, and they're gonna come down, open the big gate, and you're led through.
Oh, I'm also gonna ask them real quick.
They're gonna like.
Oh, also within the city or within your guard, is there anybody there that is magically inclined to be able to clean this backwater off of my head?
They now see that you have poop on your head. They're getting closer to you, and they're gonna say, "Ha ha, another one," and they don't even, and they just rush you on.
Okay, you heard that.
Yep.
Are you gonna speak up or not?
They're just gonna think it's
Probably.
funny.
I think it's funny.
No, I think it's funny.
I have a spell, but I don't know how it would work on a living thing. We really use it to clean rocks. I don't know. Might burn your
I'll get
face
some
off.
water then.
Okay.
And some soapstone.
So, you're led up these stairs after you go through a few feet into the gates. And you can see the stairs. You can see if you went behind you on each side, there's another stair set that leads to the gantry on the top where the guys are, and that guy's still with his spell gem, still looking at you. And you're led forward up the stairs, and you can see that there looks like World War I trench style, like all these like mazes underneath here, and you are told to close your eyes, and they'll lead you through, but they don't want you seeing. Because this is one of their defenses, to have a big maze with traps everywhere, and they're going to lead you through safely, so that you can't so you can't see anything, so you can't tell anyone else about how to get through.
Oh,
Clive is immediately apprehensive about this.
They're going to put bags over your head after you close your eyes.
okay. I want to count my steps.
They are going to lead you not in the direction of the maze, elsewhere. To supposedly a secret tunnel.
Oh, okay.
That goes above the maze.
Couldn't you just see through your familiar's eyes for this?
I mean, I can, but that's not what I'm trying to figure out.
No.
And, yeah. So
I'm basically just trying to figure out a general distance between the gate and the safe point.
3 is the maze.
Okay.
I'll probably show the map on the video too. So you are going on top, like a big bridge made of stone that is not even visible from the cave. It's on top of the cave ceiling. You're through it.
Okay.
You're going
Like-
above that. Like you couldn't even see that there was a bridge there if you were in the bottom of the maze.
Mario style.
Yeah,
Second
above
stage.
the-
just
above the
fucking
ceiling.
walk over it.
Yep, the second level in the rock. So you led up the stairs over that big bridge or room above the whole maze. Let down, and it looks like let's see. Looks like there's what looks like a jaggedy tunnel that leads right to like another gate where the entrance to Blingdenstone would probably be.
Okay.
And that tunnel.
Can we see this? Or are we still back?
I'm gonna say that they take the hoods off.
Okay.
Tunnel is what they call the gauntlet. They say it's the last line of defense. So there's a winding tunnel behind the gate. Obviously, I just told you that. So flanking the gate that you can see through the tunnel of the gauntlet, flanking the gate are 2 stone towers embedded into the cavern walls. Peering through shuttered windows in each tower are 4 deep gnomes. There's more, seems like in the towers, but you can only see 4 from the windows. It looks like they are opening. There's like some mechanism inside the tower, and you can see like shadows of them moving something, cranking something, and the gate starts to move up. I'll say that there was another winch and crank and stuff in the front gate that you went to too. So let's see. The tunnel has a 30-foot high ceiling. Embedded into the walls are those little spell gem things, spaced 30 feet apart and 15 feet above the floor. The gems are set in sockets, but you're not sure how they're held in place or anything. And it looks like there's different symbols etched into the tops of the gems. They look like that classic flat with the spike on the bottom, diamond shape. Let's see.
Do they look like they're giving off light?
No.
Okay.
They're
just death lasers.
And they'll lead you through the whole gauntlet, and none of the spell gems will go off.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. Yeah. And the gates are opening instead of sideways. Now they're opening upward, and you're led through like a garage door, and then they shut behind you. So now you're in Blingdenstone at this point. The guards tell you to wait for a guide to greet you, and they will leave.
I'll patiently wait.
Okay. So I'll try to explain. I'll try to explain Blingdenstone.
I'm gonna work on my song.
Feels like we're entering North Korea.
Yeah. Well, kind of.
Very heavily regulated.
Let's see. So it looks like the true settlement of the true character of the settlement has been revealed now that you're past all the steel-hardened defenses. It looks cozy and warm and welcoming here. Orange light is everywhere from these little fires and stuff that are burning here. And you can see that like any smoke that would have been billowing from any of these fires, there's vents in the ceiling for them to go through into the stone. You don't know where that leads. You gonna go get something?
No, I was going to the restroom, but you're explaining
Go
the
ahead.
place, and I don't know. Okay.
I can take a small break.
Okay.
I think it'd be kind of fucking funny if just like what winds up happening is like whatever happens in Blingdenstone, we just, you know what? Let's stay here for a little bit, and the other party winds up wandering to Blingdenstone eventually, and it's like, where the fuck are you guys?
They might. Yeah, I don't know. It's up to them. Let's see, where's Blingdenstone up here?
Because I feel like if you as the DM don't try to guide us together, we're never gonna fucking meet up again.
They were saying they might want to go there too.
Okay.
Let's see.
Because I think like I have things that I'm thinking would be things I'm interested in and think Petra might wind up doing. That it's like, because if these people can summon earth elementals, they're probably casters, and they probably know one or two rituals. So I was thinking, I don't have much money, but I do have skills. And if we don't have a place to go after this, Petra would be fine if just, okay, I will totally fine with staying in Blingdenstone for a while, and doing a trade of they teach me stuff, I help make stuff with them, and make stuff for them.
Yeah. It could work.
And it's like, oh, maybe we just, okay, we'll sit here, sit tight until we get word of the other party, kind of
That
thing.
could work. Anyways. Okay. So, you leave the dark tunnel behind with the spell gems and the gauntlet. Step into what looks like another world. These aren't sinister drow caverns or harsh bare stone, but a subterranean land of warm colors and welcoming smells. The deep gnomes you see around are going about their business, glance up at you with suspicion, but you instinctively understand that you face no threat here. Let's see. A guide comes up to you, apparently going to be your escort, and abandons his severe frown to give you a deep nod, as you promptly pass the inner gate. He tells you, "Welcome to Blingdenstone, travelers."
Thank you.
I would ask in common.
Wonderful to be here.
I would ask in common, do you speak common?
He doesn't understand what you're saying.
Okay. Yep.
He's like, what's she saying?
Oh, she's asking if you speak any other languages.
No,
besides
Gnomish,
Gnomish.
Gnomish, Undercommon. That's it.
Okay. You could tell him we can understand him due to magic.
I tell him that.
Okay. Fair enough. You've got some magic in
We
you.
are highly skilled individuals.
I see.
Especially this one, and I point to the one in the road. Especially this one. And also especially this one. I point to the other person.
Uh-huh.
I don't point to myself.
You point to Yulieta?
No.
Okay.
I point to this one and this one.
Yulieta can't understand anything.
She doesn't trust your compliment.
Yeah.
I would
Anyways,
have died without you.
so let me get the map up here.
And without you.
So, you're in the reception hall at this point. This busy cavern welcomes visitors to Blingdenstone and connects the most important chambers of the new settlement. Well, the newer... So, parts of Blingdenstone look like they've been destroyed and rebuilt and destroyed and rebuilt.
Huh.
It looks like that siege from the Drow has given Blingdenstone lots of scars.
Oh, like when you see like a brick wall, but there's a section of bricks that just look different because
Different time periods of building.
You know, since she's so excited about the fact that she can understand people, she's gonna straight up ask, when did the siege take place?
Oh, and do keep in mind you can understand them, but they can't necessarily understand anything you're saying.
Right, they're gonna talk through a translator.
She's gonna immediately look at you.
My fine fellow here wants to know, when did the Drow attack?
About 10 years
You
ago.
just called me a fellow?
You don't know what I said.
Yes, she does.
The hard,
you do.
that hard W,
Sure,
Derrick.
I can't.
You gotta say fella.
I can't use flowery language anymore.
Yep.
My companion here wants to know when the Drow attacked.
Why can't you use flowery language?
Because she's gonna keep yelling at me.
Okay. It was about 10 years
Okay,
ago.
then like Luke is going to sigh, just like, and he'll say this. I need to speak plainly now. I don't like this spell.
So yeah, your answer is 10 years ago.
Hey, don't make me learn Zone of Truth.
Okay. You are going to be led by him. He says, how about you meet the, let's see, what's their title? Fuck. Want to meet the captains here? Mm-hmm. Alright, they probably want to see anyone who's, any Mungos coming in. So you are led, let's see, to number 14. So you are led, you are led very much west, through lots of different caverns. You're led through, near a temple, it looks like, underground. You're led through what looks like a big security force area, and you're led through a residential area. Eventually you go up a little bit of a staircase and into a cave. You notice Petra. It catches your eye, because you're very much about earth and stone.
Yep.
The whole walls, ceiling, and roof of everything has metal plates bolted to the stone.
Okay.
There's very little areas with exposed walls of stone.
Are there any points when I can see approximately how thick those plates are?
Yeah, they're about 5 inches. They're real thick. You can make an insight to kind of determine why this is in this town.
I think I would ask.
Okay.
Because I think, yeah, we've covered that I vaguely know what a purple worm is. That they're big and they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
For us tunnel people, I'd probably ask you to ask them. Although, is the metal to stop purple worms? Or no, I might not know what they're called. I flip to a page in my book. Do you know if, or could you ask if the metal is to stop these things? And point, and there's just a picture of this big, spiky fucking, like, tube of teeth.
I asked him that, and I pointed to that picture in the book.
He's like, oh wow, that's a purple worm, I think. Yeah, to stop things like that, or evil earth creatures from digging through, other things like that. There's a place in Blingdenstone that has yet to be reclaimed and rebuilt, and it's got quite a few places in Blingdenstone like that, and they've got nasty creatures in them, and we don't like to go down those caverns.
Reclaimed?
Yes, that's exactly reclaimed.
Would they need help
Who took it?
reclaiming those areas?
Well, space in Blingdenstone is limited. It'd be nice to get those places back to house people.
Who do we talk to about work for this?
I'm leading you there. I'm walking here.
If we could get spell gems in return, I'd be very happy.
All right.
And better food.
I'm leading you to the captains. So,
No, your bricks of tofu blandness are fantastic.
you're led up some
Oh,
stairs.
no! You were saying you wanted to get chicken sandwiches because you hated them!
I hate the way they taste, but they're nutritious. I'll take them.
She's a monk.
I'll
She's
take
used
them more
to
than
it.
nothing. But fuck yeah, a chicken mushroom sandwich. I'm taking that.
Right. So, you're led into a housing, like a residential cave. It's a 40 by 40 room, just one room. You can see like beds and tables and chairs. In the center, there's a single candle on the table with plates, two people sitting, or a person sitting on either side of the table, and a lady standing next to the table with crystals in her hands on like a big like contraption. She has like these crystals on the thing and on her hands, and she's using some weird magic or technique to make them vibrate, like, and make a song and touching them to other crystals. And
Study the hell out of this.
the two eating. It looks like they're eating. Let's see, what are they eating? Looks like they are eating some kind of salad or something.
Salad?
Some kind of vegetable mushroom meal. And they look, one's a male, one's a female, look like they're having a romantic dinner or something, and someone's playing music for them.
Oh, we have to leave.
And the one leading you says, and they will turn, and you can see another Cavakin, those little dog bat things, is there, like, it's like next to the table. It gets a pet from I'll say the guy,
Okay.
eating dinner, and he'll say, now, what's the meaning of all this? Who are you?
We're travelers. She understands, but
We are travelers.
They let you in?
No.
yes, 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 yes.
You don't want to say
You're just saying the same word in a
I'm
language they
saying
don't
yes, but like I know
being
he said no.
sarcastic.
know. Yeah, I know.
I say no very sarcastically.
I put my face in my
Yeah,
face.
yeah. You've noticed now, Luke, that deep gnomes are pretty dour and serious.
Alright, I'm giving up. Yes, we're let in.
Okay.
We're running from the drow. We're looking for work or help or anything.
He says,
So boring.
the drow, huh?
I
He
said
says,
that in common.
huh?
I just say like kind of under my breath, kind of not like so boring.
Okay.
Just speak so plainly.
Let's see, Geez, they're all texting each other on a group chat. I got my notes on my phone too. So the lady turns around and looks at you guys and she says, now where do you hail from? I'm always interested in new people coming to Blingdenstone.
Various places from the surface.
I'd love to hear all about your adventures.
I would love to tell you.
And then the guy says, hold on, let's see if they're dangerous or not.
I look as if I'm about to say something, but then I stop.
Yeah,
Every single
Says-
time you look like you're about to say something, I just glare at you.
says, it's
Every time I do anything.
stink guy. Every time, well, sorry. You raise your hand and you say something, we stop. And he says, Blingdenstone has been very secluded in these past few years because of the drow invasion we had. It's not very often we let people like you in. It's very rare, actually.
Because we're Mongos.
Well, that's just one of our terms for people that we can't usually trust.
Oh.
The tall ones, you know. You.
But we're more trustful.
Hey,
than,
Squan.
we're more trustful than Drow.
Well, that's what we thought until they attacked us.
Who are this new they?
Well, that's what we thought about the drow, that they were fine, but no.
Oh.
Oh.
They gave us lots of business and trade, but then we were weak to them, so they just thought they could take us over and capture half of our
Well,
people.
I can be entirely truthful in saying I currently have no ill will towards you.
Persuasion check.
Why didn't they help you become strong? Is Lab's question. Just gonna look at you for immediate translation.
Why didn't the
Wait.
drow help the deep gnomes become strong?
Yeah.
25.
They believe you. They'll say for Lab's question, they'll be kind of confused and say that the drow are selfish. They never help anyone do anything. If they do help, it's just a matter of time before they double cross you.
There's me in the background with twirling my thumbs,
Eating a honey bun.
eating a honey bun.
All right. You can sit down, Derrick.
No, I'll stand.
I hope the mic's picking you up.
Kinda.
Okay. So the guy will say, well, if to get pleasantries out of the way, I'm Dorbo.
Hello, Dorbo.
Hello, Dorbo. And Lab's gonna give him a respectful bow.
The lady says, and I'm Senny,
Hello, Sonny.
Senny.
We're the-
Dorbo and Senny.
and we're the Digamatoks.
Digamatock.
I love it. I love no names. I love gnomish names.
Yeah, and they'll send the other guy away, the escort you had. Say,
Is his name Escort?
no, he doesn't have a name in the book, so we'll just not. It will not matter. It won't matter. They'll say,
Okay.
No, I almost had Peace Tea come out my nose. That was a real close one.
Peace tea, oof. They'll say, so, what can we help you with? We would love to help.
Anything and everything.
A place to rest.
The lady will say, we would love to help weary travelers. So the lady seems a bit more nice.
Yeah, a place to rest, maybe. Be fantastic.
You're gonna need to go to the Foaming Mug,
What is that?
the tavern.
What is... Okay.
What's a tavern?
I don't go to taverns, not usually, no.
I started explaining to her all of the intricacies of taverns and pubs and inns.
Are you fascinated or are you like, eh?
We're so
Okay.
Is it because it's coming from me?
Most
The
likely.
animosity in the party.
I guess most people can't just sleep in the snow.
Like, if you like pubs, she probably doesn't want to go there.
I like pubs.
Yeah.
Pub does sound like a name that a gnome would use, not a tavern, yeah. It's a pub. But it was also built in as an inn to house foreign guests in Blingdenstone more than 10 years ago, but
Okay.
it hasn't been used much since because of the whole recovering from the invasion thing.
Would you know if anyone knows the way to the surface?
Yes, that threw Luke to him.
Yeah.
He
How do we
says
leave the Underdark?
he puts like a on a face on, and he says, "How about if you help us with stuff, we'll help you."
I give her a big grin and says, I was hoping you'd say that.
That's the guy saying that. If you help us, we'll help you.
That was something the base thing we would ask is a place to stay, a place to wash ourselves, a place to sleep, eat nicer food, and figure out some sort of trade. And if you see any supplies you have, any particular skills we have, something we could trade.
We've been mostly self-sufficient in Blingdenstone for a few years, so it'd be nice to have some other goods coming our way.
Like this one, and I pull out my flute and play a little ditty.
That's pretty nice. And the lady who was doing the little.
And I am very interested in those.
Yeah,
You have to tell me all about those. I've never seen it
She's been stopping and just kind of sitting there like a kind of maidly, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
Very proper.
On standby.
Yeah. Let me put the light on. And then he says, I would say go to the Fallen Mug and then come back when you feel rested, and you could drop off some of all that stuff you're lugging around. Says Senny.
Okay.
You're gonna want to talk to Tappy.
Tappy.
She's the
Tappy?
she's the one who runs the inn.
Is Tappy the brewmaster kind of thing?
Yeah.
That's pretty
The
great.
innkeep lady, Tappy. So we'll finish our dinner here. We'll get ready to talk business, and I will see ya. We'll come to the mug after you guys have stayed there for a while. How about that? Okay.
Fair.
Thank
So,
you.
Yeah. She'll give you directions. She'll say, it's. Let's see, where is it? Oh, she says, keep going more into the residential area. Can't miss it. It's got a big sign.
Is it signs written in Undercommon?
Gnomish.
Gnomish.
That I cannot read.
Oh.
Does it have pictures?
Wait, yeah, are they physical objects?
Yeah, I
Does
can't.
comprehend language lets you read that?
Oh no, you have to be touching
Touch
them
it,
to read
touch
them.
it.
But it's like I'm thinking like the 4 Kids anime adaptations, just pictures.
I don't think there's a picture. No.
Okay.
But there, she'll say it looks like a big cave. It's a inn and tavern pub built into the wall. It's the biggest building in the area, in the residential area. You should find it pretty easily.
I'd probably ask, is there anyone who down here I could speak with that speaks common or maybe Terran?
Terran would be the Stoneheart people, the mages there, the priests and the mages.
I've heard of them. I would very much like to meet them.
You will do so in good time, I'm sure.
Okay.
I say in Undercommon, yes, this individual here is a very skilled individual. She has saved our life multiple times.
Sounds.
We literally would not be here without her.
Sounds nice.
That's true.
So it seems like in the residential areas, the metal that covers all the walls is covered again with blankets and stuff to not make it so cold.
Insulation.
Oh, it's like, yeah, okay.
So they're not literally walking on like just cold steel. Yeah. And off your shoot away to the foaming mug.
Okay.
So it looks like the outside of this inn is kind of run down and not used very often. You'd assume because they don't get many foreigners here. But it looks warm enough and cozy enough on the inside where the outside's visage doesn't bother you too much.
Okay.
It's got a warm fire. Let's see. Warm fire. Lots of bottles of stuff behind the bar. You see a portly older woman at the front of the bar. Actually, no, she's not at the front of the bar. She is handing a drink to a person in the bar. There's a few Swerfneblin in there that looks like they just go there after work or something. But it's made to house on the inn portion, which is deeper into the rock. It's not like a second floor; it's all one floor. The inn, with like the hotel, quote unquote, part of it, is to house foreigners specifically.
Oh.
But they don't use it very often.
Anyway.
But now, yeah.
After the war.
So it looks like this tappy lady is giving drinks out, passing them like on a platter.
Mushroom beer?
You don't know.
Yeah.
To some Swerfneblin, and you see what catches your eye in here is there's a wood elf in here. There's a lady, and Tappy goes and gives her some wine in a chalice, and then returns back to the. Is on her way back to the back room.
Wait, it's a female wood elf?
Yeah.
Okay.
As she comes back to the back room, she notices a group of 4 come into the doorway.
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, more guests!" And she looks up and she says, "Praise Smooth Hands!" And she says, "I'm so glad to see more guests here."
I say in Elvish. It's very nice to be here as well.
To who?
To the wood elf.
She's like far in the.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying the wood elf was talking to us.
Tappy was seeing you guys going.
Tappy was saying.
Yes. Smooth Hands is the one.
Yes,
of
it's
the
happy we're being here.
Yeah, and she's really excited to see new guests that aren't deep gnomes.
I look at
She's
my hands.
excited to be. Lab is excited to be greeted, but like also like apprehensive about like letting people know that she's a Tibet.
I'm gonna ask her a question. I'm gonna ask her a question.
Well, she says, "Can I get you anything?"
Water.
2 things.
Okay.
At first, one is a drink. What kind of drinks do you have?
She says, we have mushroom wine. We have old drow things that are still in reserve that they left here after the invasion. Some of it's dangerous, some of it's not.
Do
Dehydrated spider livers.
And
Crackle.
and she says, and we got non-alcoholic drinks too.
Do you have any tea?
Yeah.
Do you have any tea?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
We have mushroom tea.
Mushroom tea.
She wants some mushroom tea.
No, I'm gonna have a water.
She wants some mushroom water.
No, just normal water.
She'll have some water.
Okay. She'll go
I'll
up.
have
You
some
almost got
mushroom
a
wine.
punch.
You notice that
She felt it.
I'll have some mushroom wine.
You notice that she goes up to a like an actual pump in. There's a pump in the ground in this inn, and she's just, and it's come
Nice.
from an underground source somehow.
Oh, sweet.
It looks nice,
Oh, yeah.
clear.
Oh, freaking mountain.
It looks like there might be like a
Water.
well underneath Blingdenstone.
How much do you owe? And what currency do you use?
No, free. Take a seat.
Very well.
Lab is gonna do
And the
his
Sir Neverland are like,
shit.
really? They get free drinks? Like tell me all about your adventures. That's your payment.
I suppose I'll do the talking.
Yeah?
I guess for the purpose of this, we'll be like, yeah.
Well, she'll say take a seat, and she's
Well,
gonna get some
I'll start at the prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, because I don't know. I don't know how they got there. They won't tell me.
Okay. So we take a seat, and she gets all your things. She runs back with all your drinks. And she kind of just sits there with you guys in the table, cross-legged, and like.
Oh,
She's like,
I told you.
I'm like looking at me. It's like finally someone's interested in what I have to say.
She's like the equivalent of like a woman in her late 40s, but she acts like a total like 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I told you how I got there. I told y'all. I was looking
Derrick
for Moss.
yeah,
You're looking for Moss.
Yeah.
Yes, you're looking for Moss.
Oh, I'd probably ask through him. Would you mind, actually, if I cast a spell on you so that you could understand us?
That sounds supreme.
Okay, fuck it. Ritual, over the next 30 minutes or so, I'm gonna re-up comprehend languages on me, her, and
So you're gonna go like the corner of the room and just like.
well, like as we're sitting, just like, just.
Like, as I'm
the
telling
Strip Nebula are like, what
as
the
I'm-
heck's
As
going
I'm
on?
telling the stories, and I'm taking it extra long because I'm me, it gives me enough time to do ritual casting 3 times.
Passive perception. I'll say anyone notices this while you're telling the stories and you're doing your thing. I guess you guys are busy. Lav and Julieta will notice. You see that the Wood Elf lady has taken a big interest in you guys.
How high is your passive perception?
It's high enough. It's only 12, but I say it's high enough to notice this because
I'm
she's
also
not being
high
hard.
enough.
But you're in the busy realm.
You are
and
enthralled in yourself.
facing. You're not the Wood Elf's behind you.
Okay.
I'll say Lav is at opposite, so she can see behind you. And sees the Wood Elf lady just drinking her wine and looking at and like hearing in on this this regalia.
How's the mushroom wine?
It's weird. It's dull but bitter at the same time, but you think you can. It's serviceable enough. It's dry.
Okay.
Lab will notice this wood elf and just ask if they need anything, or
They're like 40 feet away.
I thought they were coming this
No,
way.
they're still in their seat, just watching, and it
In that
seems like
case,
you pique their interest.
apprehensive.
Huh?
In that case, she's being apprehensive. Just like,
And she's just like,
look, no.
But she just looks interested. You gonna keep telling her all the tales?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Someone wants to listen
She's
to me for
basically
once.
the equivalent of this with their legs swinging behind them.
I'm doing all the big.
You're gonna give like cool magic stuff.
No, I give her like minor illusion to
Yeah.
to give her sounds and to give her like
Yep.
pictures of what we saw.
That's pretty cool.
I'm way into
The
this.
more you talk, the more the wood elf in the back you notice Lav is like what? This is interesting.
I make a tiny little drider. Like, yeah, this guy. I tricked this guy for like a week.
Yeah, we rode with him for a week. He was.
Would you mention everyone else's names that you found or anything like more specific?
Not fell
Not found? Okay. Why specifically not him?
because they said they don't like drow here.
True. Okay. Tappy, her last name's Foam Strap. Tappy Foam Strap. She has lots of rumors that she's like, you want to hear some rumors?
I want to
about
hear so many
Blingdenstone?"
rumors.
Literally,
We're gonna be
rumor
saying
dumps
different
tavern keeper.
This is the best gift I've had all game.
Walks into Skyrim.
Says
Heard any
Luke.
rumors?
Exactly.
Basically, Luke's thing is the best thing I've. Oh,
She said, well, how long you been in Blingdenstone? Not very long, huh?
A few hours?
about 2 hours.
Well, if you see ghosts around, don't be too scared. They're kind of all over the place.
Are ghosts
These are
common
ghosts, not those things with the mirrors.
Oh, the macabre ones.
Macabre.
No, those are different. The ghosts here, they're blue and they look kind of like. Hold on. They're blue little visages. They look like. What the hell is the picture of them? They look like this.
Did you ever wipe that poop off your head?
No.
Look like that.
Hello there. No one's cast prestidigitation on me yet, and I haven't cleaned myself up.
I thought you said you were gonna get some water.
I was.
She says you'll be able to see the ghosts. You can't see those macabre ones, people, without a mirror.
Any mirrors?
Huh?
Have any mirrors?
You can buy them at the bazaar.
What kind of currency? What kind of currency do you actually use here? Because I have surface gold, and we have these looms that we found.
Looms are drow only. We don't like those.
That's kind of what I thought.
Don't show those around too often to people you don't know. They might think that you're with them.
We stole them from a tomb.
Ah.
And from some drow.
She believes everything you're saying.
She's
She's
like,
like, okay.
oh man, wow.
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 I don't show off the slimy rod that I have. I don't show that off.
Sure. She says, yeah, there's ghosts. The problem, Blingdenstone's ghost problem is getting worse, and because of all the cramped space in here, we're not able to really.
Light music.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, you play music?
I play 3 different kinds of music.
Can I hire you as one of my bards for the talent for the inn?
How long a position are we talking about here? I can't stay forever.
She looks up. Okay.
Actually, about that, I was maybe hoping to stay for a while. This Stoneheart Quarry, the individuals there might know a number of spells that I don't have yet, or that I haven't. It's very easy to learn spells for me. Well, certain spells, the more rituals. But I don't necessarily have money. I was thinking I might be able to do some work for the, in exchange for being taught said spells. So I wouldn't mind staying a while.
Okay.
And hopefully we could ask around and see if
Use it as a base of operations.
and see if anyone's heard about a group of the others.
Okay. When I'm not busy, I'd be happy to figure out a business transaction with that.
Great. Well, we can talk about it later.
I'm assuming we get to the end of the story eventually by this
Right.
point. The next question I'm going to ask is, what's your story? That elf over there.
And I would have said those things after the first comprehend languages was done, so she would understand what I was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'll just say it did that. Yeah. You point to the elf and she'll actually just get up because she's been hearing the whole thing you've been saying. You're not trying to keep that stealthy. She'll get up.
What else
Her
deal?
wine's finished. She'll walk over and she'll say, she'll say, it looks like she has a bit of an accent, but it looks like she's trying to learn how to talk without an accent,
Okay.
with an undercommon. She'll know you guys are not. She'll know you guys are surfacers. She'll speak common. Actually, she wouldn't really have an accent. No, she wouldn't, because she's pretty good at languages. So I'd say she wouldn't have an accent.
She's not a linguist? Ooh.
She kind of, yeah. She'll say, and what of my deal?
What if your deal? Yes.
My deal. Well, I used to live in Menzo Baranzan as a, if you must know, a free citizen.
You're free citizens in draft societies?
You're not sure. She'll say,
Inside check.
yeah, you can do that.
Insight. Yeah.
That's
Oh, that's a low roll.
15.
That is a 13.
You'd believe her.
Okay.
You can't tell.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
But I'd say it seems believable enough.
Okay.
She says, I used to live in Menzo Baranzan as a free citizen because I devoted myself to their gods. But I'm not here to hurt anyone. And well, let's just say I fell in love. And I'm searching for him.
What?
Is
That's
she, is
why
she
you
pretty?
left.
Huh?
Is this lady pretty? What's her name?
Him.
Yeah. What? No, I'm not the lady I'm talking to now.
Yeah, she's fell in love with someone. And
Is she pretty?
She's he's
He's a bard.
Yeah,
Come on.
she's got brown hair in like a bun. She's wearing like traveler's clothes. She's got a pretty angular, attractive elf face.
Okay, cool.
She says,
Coolio.
yes, I fell in love with, well, it's a little immoral, I feel like. But I fell in love
Nothing's immoral if it's truly in your heart.
It was a person from a brothel. I had them one night and
I'm
fell in
in
love.
love with the
Yep.
stripper.
Yeah, she says I left Menzo, so I've heard that they escaped Menzo, so I'm trying to find them.
Very well. The heart wants what it wants.
I believe it's very common for Drow to run away from Menzo.
What was his name?
I believe his name was Felket.
Fuck. What the fuck?
I remember right.
Oh!
We never mentioned Felket. I didn't mention Felket in our group of people, so
No.
she didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
But you guys were talking about running from the Drow, and she was like, She's like,
I did not expect that from Xavier's character at all.
God damn it! I
Oh.
just like,
Come on, obvious plot hook is obvious.
is
For me.
that so?
She says, yes, he's a lovely half Drow. He's only half.
Really?
Is that so?
Probably the smoothest you've probably seen Petra. She would probably say, well, or no, just seemingly as a tangent. Well, as travelers, you might want to stick with us. You might want to stick with us.
Oh, she says, maybe. I'm not very good in a fight, but,
Most of us aren't.
Lavis is
Except
gonna
us.
go.
She is the only. This individual here is the only one of us that can actually deal some damage. The rest of us are useless.
Well, he's good at talking. I'm good at.
God damn it! It's starting to work. Fuck you.
She.
What?
He's good at
Lavis
talking.
is starting to be like, oh hell yeah, that's right. But also like, fuck you.
She's good at fighting. I'm good with objects.
well, I know that Blingdenstone is kind of a dangerous...
Sorry. What's Juliet doing?
Oh, she's just
Drinking.
She's watching. She's
Jeez.
drinking. Yeah, she's drinking. She ordered food. She ordered a nice warm like.
I should order
Chicken
some warm food too.
sandwich.
I would like warm food.
You got any like cooked mole or something?
They got. Oh yeah. They've got bat. They've got mole.
I might be able to warm food.
You can warm.
They've got bugs. You want bugs?
Maybe.
I'll try a bug.
You try a big old roach.
One of the
Roast roach.
spells I have, I usually use it to clean stones and various whatnots, but I might be able to, from how it works, warm food, flavor it maybe.
Huh.
Spices.
I should be asking you more questions.
I think I can clean things with it. I've never tried it on. I've only ever used it on objects, though. And this is in earshot. You can hear this.
I'll say
Well,
that.
here's really big, like boo.
I'll say that Yulietta ordered a lizard on a stick.
Okay.
I can take a lizard on a stick.
She'll Tappy will go
Got
get
any
you
potatoes?
one. They don't have potatoes here.
Got any veggies?
They've got mushroom medley salad.
Damn.
And
Salad like just a medley of mushroom.
basically.
Oh my god. That could be nice, but also
Oh,
I've got mushroom chicken sandwich.
So that they ran out of potatoes. They're growing some more in the fields outside of the city.
I'm totally down to try mushroom salad, like Petra That actually sounds like something she'd like.
Because I'm pretty sure you can grow potatoes without much light, so it probably
Oh, yeah.
it probably does work underground.
I'm pretty sure if light touches a potato, that's what makes them poisonous.
Really?
Like
If
if,
it
you're growing
touches-
them in the light, yeah.
If it touches the potato bit of the potato,
Huh.
I think.
Okay. Well, yeah, they can grow potatoes, but she'll say they're out in the inn right now.
All right.
Well, I forgot what's the elf's name again.
Oh, did I even tell?
Don't even tell
I don't
us the
think.
name.
Yeah, she was just like, oh.
Okay, yeah.
What
I actually don't.
Da elf.
I didn't actually give her a name. Let me give her a name. I have a note about names on things, and I have a bunch of elf names I get to use, so I'll use one of those. Names. Elf.
Elf.
Her name is Minette.
Minette. Minette or Minette?
Minettete.
Huh. Minette.
Minette.
Girl, you got a minute?
Wait, say that again. Minette. What?
Minette.
Spell it.
M-I-N.
Yep.
M-I-N-E-T-T-E. Minette.
Okay.
Yeah, she said.
Could I?
She. I fell head over heels for that man.
Can I estimate her actual age?
It's kind of hard to tell.
I know.
She looks young.
Okay.
But it's hard to tell with elves because they age so slowly.
Okay. I'm gonna confer. Hold on a moment. I'm gonna look at these guys. We know this full guy. We can tell her that.
I don't see why not.
Ooh.
She could be helpful.
So, probably just, yeah, like, as I was just, like, every now and then just writing something. Write something, and I just point, and at the very corner of my book, in what you can actually understand, written in common, specifically in common, not in front of the barkeep.
Did you write? Oh, okay.
That's also what I thought.
You wrote not in front. Okay.
And I imagine,
mentioned it earlier.
actually, no, nothing would happen, yeah, so,
Oh, okay.
fine. But yeah, I tell them that.
Okay.
Right.
How long are you staying here,
Miss
Miss Minette?
She says, I plan to stay just a few more days, and I'm trying to look for him. All I know is that he fled Menzo Branson, and I just want to see him again.
Let me see.
I don't know where he went.
Well, I think it would be very beneficial to talk with us again later.
Okay. I know Blingdenstone's dangerous, and I
We plan to stay for some
It's
time.
been the safest place we've been in.
Yes, for me too.
And the warmest and the coziest.
I've seen a few spectres around, but
Oh.
none have bothered me too
You
much.
literally can fight ghosts. You can punch ghosts.
Yeah.
You have magic fists.
Yeah.
You can literally punch ghosts.
Lav Ghost Puncher.
Are your fists stronger, or is your quarterstaff stronger, regardless of magic damage?
If I two-handed quarterstaff,
Okay.
It's a D8, but
Yeah.
it's not halved.
if I single-hand it, I think it's the same, right?
Yeah.
It
think-
doesn't matter.
Like getting a magical quarterstaff would be beneficial.
Sort of.
Yes.
'Cause-
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Only for the +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the quarterstaff actually is not
Because
magic.
eventually your monk die is going to be equal and then outstrip
Yeah.
The quarterstaff.
the quarterstaff, which means that you'll just get buffed up anyway.
It's also there for training. She's just like freaking
Yeah.
keeping form and whatnot.
After a certain point, a monk's weapons are just flavor.
Yeah.
So you're going to get all the food and stuff you wanted from Cappy. She's gonna
Delicious.
Is there a place where I can wash?
She'll point to a set of stairs. She goes, there's hot springs down there. Or-
There are hot springs.
Yeah, hot-
Spring.
I'm trying to do it that
Oh
Boston.
yes.
What springs?
springs.
What springs? I don't know.
So, that's a good question. So, like, world question.
Yeah.
How is bathing a thing? Is it just like bathhouses, like back
Everybody,
in the day kind of
or
thing?
it's your own secluded.
It depends on the place.
Okay.
Here, it's a more of a everyone goes.
Okay. And I imagine
fuck.
the wealthy people have their own like bathtubs.
Well, not in Blingdenstone.
I mean, not there, but I mean like.
we
Yeah,
only
yeah.
deal with rich filth here.
The royalty gets a bathtub that everyone else gets
Yep.
a bathhouse.
A tub with warmed rose water.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna ask. I'm
Lavender.
gonna ask.
Yep.
Shoot. What's her name again? The barkeep.
Tappy?
Tappy.
Tappy.
Tappy. Yeah, Tappy. And ask her. How many different races of Mungos have you met in your time?
Hard fucking stare.
Yeah. Okay.
Scowling.
Before.
I can't see your face.
You can't. But you can feel my aura of anger.
Before the Battle of Blingdenstone 10 years ago, we used to see a lot. We used to see humans and elves and drow and all that sort of thing. Dwergar. But the gods don't like them coming in too often, except for you and this lovely lady over here.
Would you consider yourself a tolerant person?
Of course.
If you met somebody that was not like anybody else,
I'm
you've ever
going
seen
to
in your
sock
life,
him! I am going to fucking punch him.
Would you accept them?
Yes!
You get punched, Luke.
Roll to hit.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, roll to hit.
Roll to hit me.
Oh fuck!
What's Luke's armor class? Okay, yeah.
What'd you get?
No, that beats his armor class.
What did you get?
That's 27.
Hit.
I can't cut any words.
Where are you punching him?
You punch me in the
His
face.
fucking arm.
Like an arm.
Big ol' like, dead arm.
With that fucking monk damage die.
Are you doing?
Shut up!
Are you doing your full damage with me?
Oh, yeah, let's fucking go. We're gonna rest anyway.
Oh, something.
Did you heat it up?
What'd you give me? I didn't even know what's in it.
Chicken teriyaki.
Oh, you're lucky,
Spinach.
son of a bitch.
Tomato.
Was that minimum damage?
It's a low roll. I only did 6 damage.
Oh! Oh!
Nice.
You know what I was talking
Shut
about?
up.
That's what I was saying about how she's like the most capable fighter here. She punched me in the arm just she
Top is
demonstrated
just
her,
basically like,
she demonstrated her strength.
It's a quick
And,
as fuck jab, too.
Minette's like, what was that about? What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Tabby's like, no violence here. Please, no.
Yeah, no violence.
She's going to apologize. I'm sorry.
Oh. You're well now.
Come to Miss Neville and look over. And they're like, Mungos. And Tabby's like, quiet down, you.
Not quite.
Don't be
Anyway.
so prejudiced.
Anyway, I want to go to the bathhouse.
I too want to go to the bathhouse, but I gotta wait for everyone to not be there.
So say it's free right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's open right now.
Go clean off
Everyone's
that
in
wall.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. You go.
I'm gonna go.
Who's else? Are you going?
No, I'm just gonna sit here and drink my water
Okay.
and eat my lizard.
I'm gonna take out a piece of parchment.
Luke went to the bathhouse. Are you going?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fucking good.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna take out a piece of parchment.
In the bathhouse?
No,
Just
as,
put it in the water.
as I'm walking out,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna using my little bits of like the charcoal and stuff. I'm gonna write a little message on it.
Okay.
And what languages do you speak? Did I ever
You don't know.
That's common. Okay. Wait, no, you have comprehend language. I can make whatever I want.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna write it in Draconic.
Okay.
Turn it to a paper airplane and throw it to her.
How does he know? How does he know I speak Draconic?
Because you have to comprehend languages.
Yeah,
If you touch text, you can read it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You might not know that, but
Okay, cool.
But bards can get that spell, so I know that spell exists.
that's
All
fair.
right.
Yeah.
I like that.
You
It's
just
like
threw it
if
at me.
Yeah.
If it's
Can
on
I
your
fucking
spell
ca-
list,
can I
you
just
know of
catch
it.
it?
You just
Go
might
ahead.
not know the
Oh,
details.
sure, I'll catch it. And what? Okay, what does it say?
What is that?
Basically, it says in Draconic you can't read it unless you tell her that she has to touch it.
Well, no, you're touching it probably. No,
Yeah.
you're touching the
you
object.
write a letter.
Yeah, no. You toss it at me. I'm just gonna catch it out of the fucking air because I can,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna read it.
It says don't be afraid of who you are.
God damn, you're gonna fucking inspire someone one day, aren't you?
Throw.
Yeah, just gonna crumple it up and just throw it.
Okay.
And then I walk away towards the bathhouse.
Minette.
Because you won't fucking listen to me when I talk, so I'll do something else.
Minette goes to pick it up. And she says, well, don't litter in someone else's establishment. And she's like, Tappy, where's the rubbish? And she'll point over and she'll throw it in the rubbish bin.
You're bringing out the worst in her. She's not like this.
So Luke gets all squeaky clean.
Yeah,
some nice-
I get. Oh man, hot spring.
yeah,
Oh man,
it's
I
like
haven't
naturally
felt,
warm
it feels
water.
So good.
Yeah, it's underneath
This
the
is the
tavern.
best that Luke's felt in a while.
It's a big like
Put
natural
his arrow
cave.
back. Oh man.
Yep, it's nice. All right. I'll say you have a good time.
I have a great time.
If
This is
you
the
had
best
exhaustion, it'd be
this is-
gone.
This is the best I've felt in a month.
Yeah.
I feel like Petra goes to the bathhouse or like the hot springs and is trying to figure
The
out.
same thing.
Yeah. But yeah, just like literally like fucking in the bath, book still there with her, reading about geothermal vents.
Is it waterproof?
Probably.
Okay.
Like
You got dirt all over your face. You're not dunking your head. You're just
I ducked my head so hard.
yeah.
Is this the same?
Oh.
Is this the same?
I'm assuming they have like
bath?
soapstones and stuff.
Yeah.
They're both in the same bath.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No fuck. Nope.
so
Or they're the only people there.
Or
Yeah, they're the
soapy
only ones in-
materials.
Okay.
No
I
one
don't know
else
if
is
that's
in
like
there.
soap in it. Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah,
that would
Afraid of other people walking in. No.
a note about like flavor thing for Petra. I imagine dirt doesn't cling to her, so she's never dirty. If that makes she can walk through mud and won't like track mud. Grass, leaves, anything like that will, but dirt specifically just won't stick to her.
Okay. You can tell that the water has like a natural saltiness to it.
Delicious.
Okay. And you might suspect that there's a bit of that sulfuric smell in there, but
Okay.
it's not terrible. It feels like it's more of a healing type thing.
And as I'm soaking in the hot spring, are you soaking in the hot spring too?
Mm-hmm.
I look over at Petra. Are you used to anything like this? Where you're from?
Not particularly, though.
I've been to places like this many times. This is actually quite nice.
You're in the Yakuza and you just have like bathhouses that you control.
Kinda.
I'm like sniffing the water. It's like, huh.
Just like finding all the minerals in the fucking water.
Nice.
Maybe like go around, try to like feel around with my feet, see if I can't find like the bit the water's shooting out of, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say that you guys have a good time in the bathhouse. A relaxing time.
I write it down in my diary after I'm done.
You're out. You dry yourself off.
My hair is nice and floofy again instead of being full of mud and dirt.
Yeah. Two figures come into the door. It's Sunny and Dorbo Diggermatok,
Okay.
the two captains.
Is this as I'm getting out?
I'll say you're dry already though.
Okay.
And you're
Put my
back
clothes
up
back
with
on.
your other
I've
friends.
got me in my somewhat scrawny frame.
Yeah.
So I'm putting on my shirt.
Sure. Let's see.
At 9 strength.
9 strength.
Yeah.
You're stronger than me.
Alright. They come in and they say, Dorbo says, you ready to talk business?
I'm very ready. We just need
okay.
to find our final companion. Or where are you doing this?
Oh, Yulietta went in the springs with you guys.
Our final companions. Yulietta.
Um,
So I'm assuming this happened like an hour and a half. What are you doing?
I'm still just
Yeah, what
in
were
the
you
pub
doing?
area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing what?
So we come back to the pub, I
Yeah.
imagine.
More
Probably
chicken
talking
mushroom
with Tappy.
sandwiches.
Probably talking with Tappy.
And Minette.
Loser.
Okay. So the de facto rules of Blingdenstone come in. They, ready to do business? Okay. Let's see. So, they say there's a few things wrong in Blingdenstone that we need help with, and can't really do it on our own right now. So we might need you.
Oh, to make things a bit simpler, fuck me. I would ask if they'd allow me to cast comprehend languages on them, so we can just all talk easily.
They'll say, yeah, but no funny business. That's all you're doing.
Yep. And yeah, ritual cast.
No zones of truth, no nothing like that.
Nothing like that. So yeah, ritual cast, comprehend languages.
Okay. So it says, lots of Blingdenstone has been purposely collapsed to stop creatures on the other sides from getting through. And we put up metal sheets around, you've seen before, all around you, to stop them from digging through easily. And we'll hear them if they start banging on the metal, so we can do something about it.
Would you be interested in help reclaiming those areas?
exactly what we were getting to. Space in Blingdenstone is running thin, so we need few families live in each other's homes. It's less of a one family per home thing and more of a 5 per home thing. So we need more space, more room, and if we dig too much around us, we could probably pop into one of those people's, one of those other groups' homes.
Okay, so what specifically sort of creatures are these? Is it? It's not as where is gold whiskers, are they?
Well, yeah.
Specifically?
There's these gold whiskers. It all started with the invasion of the Drow. They collapsed out some of our tunnels, and some people got trapped, and monsters came into the abandoned parts and stuff like that. Senny says, in the northwestern part of the settlement, there's lots of oozes around. Can't do the fucking voice. There's oozes around, and
I appreciate your voice.
yeah.
Hockey can't have it, yeah.
You can't have it. There's lots of oozes around. Let's see. We collapsed those tunnels so they wouldn't come through, but sometimes they seep through the cracks in the rubble.
What kind of slimes are they?
All kinds, all colors.
Oh.
I'm quite talented or no, she wouldn't say talented. I can work with stone. I could seal it completely so that it's airtight.
That could work.
She's very skilled.
Some of the Stoneheart Enclave's done that, but they probably missed a few spots or something. Then she says, also there's the were rats, the gold whiskers. He says, Dorbo says, I'd like him out of the Warrens to free up living space. And he wants to recover, let's see. Hold on. One second. The central government building was located in where the gold whiskers now call home. Okay. That's what's stopping me and Senny from becoming king and queen of Blingdenstone.
So, how does Blingdenstone work? Is it a city of only Snurfniblin, or is it subdivided into different races?
It's mostly just Snurfniblin that live here. You and, she points to Minette, the only ones here that aren't Snurfniblin that we're aware of. At least in the parts of Blingdenstone that you're in now, that are civilized. Civilized.
So the hot springs, and this is a relevant question. Where is it? Where's the source come from? Is it nearby?
We're not sure.
Would there be a natural gas leak nearby?
Possibly.
And the section these gold whiskers have taken over, how many entrances and exits are there?
Let's see. They're to the west, so there's. Let's see. There's at least 3 that we're aware of.
And could they all be gotten to from here, where we are?
Yes.
Without going through that space?
Through which space?
The space they are in.
Yes, there's 3 caves that lead into the Gold Whisker Warrens.
And then the final question. So Petra gets, she smiles.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a dark smile.
Uh-huh.
And she asks one final question.
Do were-rats still need to breathe?
I believe so. You thinking of collapsing?
Oh, no. I was simply thinking we could redirect a sulfur leak into the tunnels and then seal it off and let them suffocate.
And I point out, very skilled, bit macabre, but effective.
Sunny speaks up and she says,
and nobody has to touch them.
But they're still part of our community. They used to be just like us. The Deep Gnome's just like us.
So
I'd rather not have them suffer.
So you don't want them killed?
I don't. And Dorbo's like, if we gotta do what we gotta do, then that's what we do.
Do you know how to cure them?
No, I don't.
So
We tempered what happened.
So are you looking for an ambassador?
Were-rats.
Oh.
Huh?
So would an ambassador be?
She says, yes,
Useful.
every time we've tried to speak with them and arrange something, they just fight back with us.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe someone who's neutral to both sides could do something about it. And then she says,
I'll get my enhanced ability ready.
I would like if anyone would walk in and talk to whoever's in charge,
Okay.
if possible. And Dorbo's just like, if they have to die, then they have to die. You know, that's what we gotta do.
I'd rather use my words.
So it looks like they have different opinions, but they both want the problem to be solved.
Actually,
Yeah.
either way is fine because I don't have to do anything because I talk.
She says the whole were-rat thing came about when the battle happened, and apparently some of these drow used to be were-rats or something because they bit some of our people, and that's why they turned into were-rats. Most of
Further separation.
so
How does were-rat transforming work?
apparently has something to do with the moon.
It's a full wheel of cheese. Whenever they see a full wheel of cheese, they transform.
The moon? The moon.
I've never seen the moon before.
So if one is a rat, the moon is involved?
Apparently all lycanthropes are related to the moon somehow. Like werewolves, were-rats, were-boars, were-tigers.
Thank you.
Where sharks
I just want Zaka to pick me up and give me a hug.
where mimics.
You turn into a cabinet.
It's like prop hunt.
I want to meet a mimic colony that's super chill.
Okay.
Be like, hey,
That's all of Blingdenstone now.
Goddamn.
It just
Yeah, it's doppelgangers and mimics.
With all that metal, it was just actually just teeth. Don't worry about it. No. So there's Operation Ooze and Operation Rat.
ooze and rats. Well, if I turn into a rat, I can get bit.
Also,
I
there's
become a were-rat.
one more thing. They also said that there's a place called the Rock Blight here, and it's to the northeast, and we sealed that one up too because we've heard that there's a Medusa lurking around there.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
It's a good thing we have mirrors.
From
We're gonna have mirrors.
from our earth elementals gliding through the stone and telling us what's on the other side. They said on the other side. I can't do fucking voices. We've seen. They've told us they've seen a Medusa, so we just went ahead and knocked out those caves. Knocked out.
I
those
will confer with you for a moment. I don't want to do that one without the rest of our party.
I'm wondering. Would it be a nature check to learn what a Medusa is?
Yeah.
So.
Or you just tell us.
Well, she doesn't know too much.
So.
They don't know too much.
And the only reason I might know is because petrification.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
I got 14 on nature.
Okay.
Ooh. My nature is.
Oh, you also said the rock blight's where Ogremock's Bane is.
Okay, right.
That big dust cloud
Yep.
that controls elementals.
Nature is int, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 13, I believe.
Okay, so you guys didn't get super good rolls, but you know a little bit. Medusas. Let's see. Medusas are usually caused by like dark rituals and stuff like that. They're not like a really super like naturally occurring creature or anything. They seem like but what you know that they have serpentine hair, and you don't want to look at them or you might turn to rock or something.
Okay.
That's what you've heard.
Yeah, no. My knowledge is all from the side of, a creature that can cause petrification.
Yeah. Petrification.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Petra means stone.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, we're just. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Stonification.
Stonification.
So that's what they say. Tappy's still here, and she's happy to serve her chiefs. Anything they want. Let's see. Any other rumors you guys get here? You get. I'll just explain it. Tappy can't help herself but to expunge details out like a Gatling gun.
Oh, she's just like spilling stuff.
No, like I can feel as we're talking to her, just on our map, just quest markers. Bloop, 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 bloop.
So, Blingdenstone's ghost problem. That already was talked about a little bit. There was a crazy Smurf Neblin back in the first days of Reclamation, which was 10 years ago, who disappeared. Some of the scouts claim to have seen him skulking around the unrecovered areas of the settlement. Through what the Earth Elementals say that they travel through the stone. But they haven't been able to do that recently because they did put up the metal walls. Also, the Stoneheart Enclave is closing in on a solution to the threat of Ogremok's Bane. That's what they've told everyone, that they've gotten close to maybe a solution to it. And the gnomes call the large unreclaimed area to the northeast of the settlement Rockblight, as Earth Elementals go mad whenever they go near it.
Okay.
It seems like the were-rats problem, people are divided on what to do. Some want them out, while others want to propose an alliance. Let's see. That's it.
Alright.
Yep. So, you guys have some choices on what you want to do next. What problems you want to tackle, or none at all, and just fucking do whatever you want.
Okay, so we got the Rockblight place, the Medusa place.
Rockblight is the.
Rockblight.
Ogremok's Bane and Medusa seem to be in cahoots with each other or something.
Okay, there's the Medusa place, the Rare Rat place, and the Ooze place.
Yeah.
Okay, all different kinds of oozes.
So the Gold Whisker Warrens, the Rockblight, and then the Ooze Caves, I guess you could call it.
Ooze caves.
Well, I say Ooze is the best if you want to go fight something. Where Rat Place is the best if you want to go talk to something. And we shouldn't do the Medusa yet, I feel like. Not the three of us.
No, just me.
I can safely kill that Medusa. It will take me about 3 years, but I can do it. No, it's literally just pushing stone shape. Just pushing stone walls until there's no space left. Takes years.
Let's see, where would be... Okay, so...
I think that's something I like about Petra, is she can solve any problem, it just takes time.
When you were escorted from when you first got in here, you did pass by where the Stoneheart Enclave kind of resides. It's like a big temple. But you passed right by it because you were told to go meet the Diggertops. So you kind of know where that is if you want to go take a look and talk to them.
Other question I have is, can we get any supplies for these endeavors? And will we getting help or just us?
Right. They say, well, it's up to you guys to kind of do this. If you help us, then we'll help you. We got merchants, we got foragers, we got smiths. We can get you some stuff if you need. The Stoneheart Enclave might give us away some arcane goodies if you help them out.
We don't really need anything like armor or tools. I can make stuff like that rather easily.
Talented, huh?
But things of a magical nature would be interesting. I would be very interested in learning smithing techniques, though.
What else?
Okay.
Is there anything that you need for this?
Unfortunately, I'm not too useful, being that fighting is what I do, but not by myself in this circumstance.
If we're if we were to fight the oozes, we would need to get you some form of glove.
I had an idea on that. If we could get you some sort of lightly armored glove and silver the tips of your staff.
Oh,
Do you have a whetstone?
out of character, I don't know if we need to silver the tips of her staff. Is it either her unarmed strikes or is it your monk attacks? I mean, like, unarmed strikes and attacks with monk weapons might also be considered magical. I don't know.
It's
I think it's just
your
my-
unarmed
it's
strikes.
unique. It's
Okay.
my
And it's
fists.
Kensei specifically, their weapons become magical.
Well, I know Kensei's can add a bonus to their attacks. So that's why I want to make sure.
But basically, what I'm saying is like I'm pretty sure some slime just hitting him with like wood will eat up the wood.
I wouldn't like that.
So if I can convince them to basically make little silver casings or metal casings on the side, they have less of a chance of doing that.
Mm.
And if they can eat their metal, ask them to do more than two. Because I'm pretty sure some slimes, if you punch them, you take damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I was gonna mention some general features about Blingdenstone real
I'd
quick.
rather stay away from the slimes in this case then. No fighting for me. I'm following you guys on whatever you want to do.
And the only option left to us is the rats.
I was supposed to explain this later. I'll do it now. Blingdenstone is not a single cavern, but a network of interconnected caves and pockets that Sir Nebulin has widened and worked to use as homes, workshops, vending stalls, places of worship, storerooms, and the like. Other than private homes of Sir Nebulin families, all chambers are tall enough for medium creatures to walk around without difficulty. So, private homes and stuff, no, but alleyways and stuff, yeah. The common areas are even larger. It is rare for cavern walls to be bare in Blingdenstone. They're usually studded with those big things of metal. The largest caverns are crisscrossed by walkways along Surf Nebulin and visitors to reach connecting tunnels high above the floor. So there's like a few different like bridges and levels up in some of the bigger places here. The caverns that made of Blingdenstone are brightly lit with a mix of bioluminescent fungi, caged giant fire beetles, and just magic light. And yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, they also mentioned that since Blingdenstone had a big battle, there in the areas that have yet to be reclaimed, there are lots of like traps and stuff that were set for the drow that still probably haven't gone off or have been used and reclaimed and repurposed by the people, by the whatever's living in the other places. So it's like basically in a sense, a minefield in places that have not been explored yet. So what's the deal?
So we could deal with the were-rats, but
Yeah. And they said if you help them a bit, they might divulge some information on how to get to the surface.
yeah.
It seems the most beneficial currently.
Yeah.
Where
Let's
rats?
do our rats.
Where rats?
Where they at?
Operation Extermination. No. Extermination?
It could be.
Extermination?
I'm not even lying. That's what it says in the book. Operation Exterminate? Okay.
Unless we want to, because here's the thing with the oozes. Theoretically, we could set up a choke point, try to lure them out past the choke point, and just shoot them.
Yeah?
Theoretically, but
Okay.
just because I have spike growth,
Oh yeah.
it's a fun spell.
They will mention that the places that have yet to be reclaimed never don't have those things on the walls, so you could like pass, if you had some way to pass through stone, you could do that in those areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys gonna go towards the Gold Whisker Warrens?
Yeah.
You know.
Because that's like the big, like, faction name, I guess, is Gold Whisker.
Actually,
Oh, the Stonehearts first.
yeah, we should stop by the Stoneheart Conclave.
Right.
I'd love to ask around.
Yep.
So, you go there,
Okay.
and the big temple.
Yeah, so yeah, you walk through the residential area, past a big like barricade and like barracks and earth elementals and stuff. Big security area where let's see, looks like that area is like a really heavily guarded gate. It's like less of a collapsed place, but like a really big lock, adamantine gate that a bunch of guards are all around.
Okay.
If you wanted to ask, or if you get information, that's toward the direction of the rock blight, where the big tornado thing is.
Okay.
And then you guys make it to the Ruby and the Rough. That's the name of the temple. It has a temple name. So the stone art enclave. Let's see. The temple is known as the Ruby and the Rough. It's dedicated to Segojan Earthcaller, the swift-nebbling god of deep earth and nature. Every day it seems to be there's like rituals and stuff going on.
Ritual?
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I already told you that there's catacombs underneath the temple where a lot of the ghosts seem to come from.
Okay.
So you're gonna make your way there. You see a few priestly, gnomish types around. There's a big building that you can enter. That's not really dug into any kind of wall. It's like a big stalactite that like a temple's been manufactured out of.
Okay.
So you enter. Wait, who's coming with?
Me.
Is everyone coming with?
I'm coming with.
Julieta will stay in the inn
Okay.
for now. Until you guys are ready to do some fighting. She likes fighting.
Oh.
So you're gonna go
If you
in.
ever gave her that armor.
I think I did, because I'm pretty sure I marked off the weight.
What kind of armor was it again?
Plate mail.
Plate mail. Let me mark off her AC then. Plate mail AC is 18.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. And that doesn't have any benefit from Dex, so yeah, plate mail 18. AC.
She has disadvantage on stealth, though.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
It's only through you that I realize how crunchy these chips are.
So you enter the Ruby and the Rough, and you see a big ritual kind of going on here. Like a big summoning circle kind of looking thing. And there's like candles and looks like raw earthy materials like clay, big rocks and iron and ore and stuff in the middle of this circle. And they're all like doing some chanting and doing something. Yeah, big notes.
Yep.
Let me look in the player's handbook. Can I get one of those? I need to know what things are needed to summon a thingy.
Something I'm very curious about, actually. I actually should check.
Are things called conjure or summon, so I can find them alphabetically? Usually
I
conjure.
think the old stuff is conjure.
Old stuff.
Yeah, a lot of new spells are called summon.
Oh. Let's see.
I could be very wrong, though.
Yeah, it says soft clay for earth. So there looks like they're summoning an earth elemental.
Oh,
Okay.
this is how these get here.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just summon him in this temple. So it'll take like a few minutes or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna do that, and you can recognize what they're doing probably.
I might not know the specifics, but I think I get the idea.
Yeah.
So summon elemental is an actual ritual spell?
I don't think it's a ritual spell.
Oh.
But it does take time.
I think, but if that, like, it doesn't have the quote-unquote ritual tag,
Okay.
but not all spells do. Like, barbarians can cast Speak with Animals as a ritual, even though it's not a ritual, or
True.
something like that.
Yeah. And it looks like there's one kind of overseeing this whole operation, and are you guys just gonna kind of stand and watch until it's finished, or?
Yeah, its manner is not to interrupt.
Okay. A big old fucking rock man, and
Rockman.
made clay and dirt and rock just, and he just appears out of the ground,
Was
then-
the
I just-
other materials consumed?
Yes.
I just imagine like a Diglett head pops up and then just
A ripped body. yeah.
just rises out of the ground.
They speak to it in Terran, and they basically just tell it to go work in the mines and help find ores for the miners. And it's just like, "Ugh." That's their command for it, and it goes and does that, and it walks right past you guys. And then you hear the guy that seems to be overseeing this whole thing in here.
As soon as it walks out, I probably ask in Terran
Yeah.
to them, is that permanent, or do they stop obeying after a certain amount of time?
They say, they would say, oh shit, that's a good question. They say that he will disappear. He will disappear tomorrow. It used to be a way to kind of have him around indefinitely, but that has been lost. That has been lost to us,
Was it due to the drought?
more or less.
Now that's a plot hook Petra's interested in.
Cool. It says, I'm Glyphic.
Lithic.
Glyphic. Or you can call me, Reverend Shroomlight. What can we do? What can we do you for?
I was
Temple.
interested. I heard that you are have magic that is
I point at the ritual.
good with stone and earth. I
Right.
have similar magics and was hoping to learn stuff. Yeah.
We're always looking for new people to come into the Stone Hot Enclave.
So what was his name again? Reverend Glyphic?
Glyphic. I'll spell it for you.
Yes.
G-O-Y.
G
Why?
P-H-I-C.
H-Y-C?
I-C.
I-C.
Glyphic Shroomlight. Literally Shroomlight. It's weird that things in D&D have their own language, but their last name is always in English, or common, or whatever.
I feel like it's a bit of a cultural thing where you do translate it if it's a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So like my name is River becomes my last name is Gorov.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you would call me River.
Yeah.
So Glyphic right? And he's
Are you the leader or head or?
Yeah, he's the main, like, acolyte, or whatever you want to call priest of here. Let's see. He looks young for his position.
okay.
He looks kind of not nervous, but he looks
Unsure?
unexperienced
Okay.
for his position.
Um,
And he says, "What would you like? What would you like to learn about
Well,
us?"
I'm interested in magics, spells, if you. Not only spells, many things. The architectural styles is one thing. I have the ability to shape stone. Also a number of other things. Smithing is also an interest. A little bit of working with obsidian would be. That's something I know, but I don't necessarily know how other peoples might necessarily go about such a task.
You sound like our kind of person here.
Indeed, I know many things myself. I don't necessarily have money, but I do have skills I could offer. I can create objects rather quickly.
There is a little intrigued by this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
in addition, we were we were planning on helping out in the city in general for now. We were on our way to the Gold Whisker Warrens.
So like whoa.
To try to help with the were-rat problem. When we remembered this place.
Says well, we'd like if you don't end up making them more angry at us. So do you talk to the Digimatox?
Yes.
All right. Well, do your best if they sensed any kind of potential in you. And let's see. Second. I need to read a thing.
But yeah, the whole time I imagine like Petra's like fine, just like talking about just basically nerding out over architecture
Right.
and construction methods, basically.
It seems like there's a like a cubby, not cubby, but like a section of the room of this temple where there's someone etching things into gems. It looks like they're creating spell gems and stuff.
Okay.
Or doing something with them. Let's see. It looks like there's a few Galabdor in this temple that are walking around.
Cool.
I want to talk to him.
One sec. You also notice above, floating above the on the ceiling, you see wisps of spectral energy, and you catch a few of them. They have Swift Neblin like forms. They look like ghosts floating around. They don't seem to even notice you.
Okay.
Let's see. It looks like Hill's glyphic will say Lida Yantha, she got taken a few months ago. So I have to be the one in charge, and I'm not really the most experienced priest here.
Taken?
Taken.
By who or what?
Our best theory is it was the macabre ones. The ones
You take prisoners?
we're not sure. Well, all we know is that we've had a few taken in the night. Just as a few months ago, we had our oldest Swift Neblin in the old Blingdenstone taken. Old man Biltor. He was taken too. If ones who work outside in the mines or go outside of Blingdenstone entirely sometimes get snatched up by these invisible creatures
Okay.
and taken somewhere. Let's see. Where's the part about the cool thing of these guys? There's a cool thing, but I can't find the goddamn page for it. Oh, here we go. Okay. They said, with the reclamation of Blingdenstone, we've been less focused on the magics here and more about mining to find materials and for armor and weapons and tools to keep mining and then to eventually expand. So we haven't been able to really do much in the way of helping out using our magics to take care of any threats around. And they don't want any more Swift Neblin. The Digimatox don't want any more Swift Neblin to be to lose their lives in doing any of this stuff because we're so thin anyways on numbers than before. So I guess that's why they let you bozos in.
I guess that would explain the. And I point up to the ghosts.
He nods and he says, "Yeah, they're pretty easy to see, aren't they?" And he's just like, "Oh yeah."
Diary.
Yeah. So he says there used to be a way that we could channel the power of deities better, but since the battle happened, we've lost such a way. And maybe you could get it back for us.
Where would it
Wait,
be?
Do you know?
Getting one down?
So some people believe it's not true, but I've seen it for myself, and I know it's real. It's called Entomok's Boon. So it's Ogremok's Bane and
Yeah.
Entomok's Boon.
Okay.
He says it's a large cavern a few days away from Blingdenstone. He has a blessing from one of our earth gods inside of that cave. He says it would really help if we were able to reclaim that area. That's where the Stoneheart Enclave used to operate from, but we've since
I
had
like
to
the sound of that.
move
Also,
into this temple.
Why have you yet to reclaim it?
Is from what we've heard, we've been Dorbo and Senny have been very adamant that we stay here and help out anyone in the town, specifically not be 2 days away. The other problem is that there's, like everywhere in Blingdenstone that isn't here, there's monsters that have moved in.
What kind of monsters?
I don't know that.
Huh.
So Entomok is the Prince of Elemental Earth.
Prince of
It's
Elemental
like
Earth.
it's like a so that's like a primordial being. He says that his energies are suffused with the entire cavern.
C or K? Entomok.
CH.
C? Oh. C-H. Prince of Elemental Earth?
Yeah.
I should have worn my hoodie today. I'm kind of chilly.
You need a
Can I
blanket?
get a blanket, please? Oh my gosh, blanket.
Pick your flavor. He says the cave used to be lined with stalagmites and stalactites, and the dominant feature stalactites, and the most dominant feature is a giant summoning circle at its center, kind of like this one, but much more elaborate and bigger. He points to the one in the temple. He says we used to use it to summon. Let's see. We used to use it to summon earth elementals, and if it was summoned there, it would stay for more than a week around. And
Okay.
it doesn't require one to concentrate on that spell.
Okay. Now that seems the most beneficial.
And if it goes away, it never becomes any sort of hostile or anything like that. That's how we used to do it.
To be able to call them without angering them.
Yes. We usually dispel them before they get angry at us here.
Also with a week's worth of work.
Yeah. Blingdenstone used to be more prosperous, way more prosperous than
That would help you guys in your productivity
I
and
would,
defense.
I would say, I'm very interested in seeing this place for myself. Again, I'm not necessarily a very good fighter, but I do have a few magics. If we were able to clear said place out, is anyone here capable of shaping stone?
I believe some of our priests are, yes. I'm not quite at that level, even though I'm the one who's in charge. That Yantha kind of just stuck that position onto me.
I would say, if the things infesting it aren't
Elemental?
burrowing creatures, then should we clear it out, I would likely seal it shut. Seal the stone shut, so that nothing else moves in while we're away.
Oh, okay. Do you have a way to open it back up?
Oh,
we could probably do that, right?
and that's why I asked.
I see what you mean. Yeah, we could probably do that. It's already been sealed, actually. But it was too late when we already did it. We did it just so nothing would escape.
Ah.
But, yeah.
I want to do this one.
Want to find Entomok's Boom?
I also want to find this one.
Don't fall asleep, Derrick. Maybe getting a blanket wasn't such a good idea. Yeah. Okay.
You need to go to 7-Eleven and get an energy drink.
We can take a break.
I don't know.
If we take a break, I'm fine with like popping down to 7-Eleven and getting some
Yeah, if we're picking what we're gonna do next, that'd be
Yeah.
time for a break.
Actually, yeah. We can have a
Just one
break. Talk about it.
Yeah,
I gotta
I think it's
finish
been a
my
few hours
sandwich.
anyway.
Huh?
I think it's been like 3 hours anyway.
Just about.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a
Cool.
break.
That works.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come right back.
Alright.